morning, good morning. Welcome to your Tuesday edition of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And we are feeling good this morning. We've got a jam-packed 3 hours awaiting you because let's get started with the top billing presenter search.
Oh, it is happening, my friends. The top billing presenter search continues today as we put 3 more top 40 contenders to the test. This is the fire, my friends. There is nowhere to hide in live TV land, but it's a great opportunity for them to prove their chops. And of course, they've got to win you over because ultimately your voice is going to have the final say.
And we've had some great contenders so far, so we can't wait to introduce you to a couple more today. But of course, it's still August, it's still Women's Month. And then Paige Lindenberg joins us to talk breaking barriers in motorsport. Yes to women in sport, but also motherhood and inspiring the next gen of female racers.
Oh man, and we owe that family a debt of gratitude, a racing dynasty there. Then Mishka Lobsha and Megan Brown join us ahead of an all-woman fight night, raising awareness around period poverty. We've seen these come and go a few times. It is so much fun to be a part of. You want a wake-up call in your life? Let someone punch you in the face for a good cause. Absolutely love those moments because there is, yes, the bigger picture, but it becomes quite a powerful individual story of transformation. So I can't wait to see how they're doing.
I love that. Rather them than me. And then, of course, Semi Soot is hitting the stage. Bobby van Jaarsveld and Marcel Peach join us ahead of the musical's Monte Casino run. And that looks great.
It's going to do so well, hey?
He's
Bobby
so
must
good.
fall. Bobby must fall. No, he's let go of Tropic now. It's all right. It's fine. He can shine again. He can shine. No, we absolutely love it. We have got a jam-packed show coming up on Expresso this morning. And of course, we're going to keep you up to date with all the sporting elements from yesterday and those news headlines leading today.
Thank you so much, Cape Town, and good morning, Mzansi. Let's get you up to date with everything that's happening in your news headlines this morning. Ramaphosa has called on the Southern African development community leaders to implement decisions taken at previous meetings, saying regional integration must become a reality. Ramaphosa made the call after taking over the chairmanship of the regional body at its 46th summit in Durban. The summit is being attended by heads of state and government, as well as diplomats from SADC's 16 member states. Meanwhile, 2 Congolese nationals arrested for allegedly attempting to enter the summit unlawfully have appeared in the Durban Magistrates Court. Over to minerals and petroleum this morning. Minerals and Petroleum Resources Minister Gwede Mantashe says investigations are continuing into the environmental impact of a sludge spill at Samenkor's Dikwena chrome mine near Brits in the northwest. Dam 1B collapsed last Thursday, sending sludge into the neighboring Ilan Mines, Marula Bolt shaft and surrounding areas. Mantashe said no injuries or deaths were reported, but criticized contractors for failing to act on seepage detected months earlier. Water authorities have ordered a halt to tailings deposits while investigations continue. Over to international news. Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema has widened his lead in the country's presidential election, with results from about 71% of constituencies, putting him on roughly 62% of valid votes. His main challenger, Brian Mundubile, was 36%. Hichilema is seeking a second term after campaigning on his economic record since taking office during a debt crisis in 2021. Mundubile has raised concerns about the election's integrity, alleging possible alterations to polling station results and calling for an independent investigation. To the USA we go, where American actress Hayden Panettiere, best known for Heroes and Nashville, has died aged 36. Panettiere was found unresponsive at a home in South Carolina and pronounced dead after emergency responders tried to revive her. Police say there are no signs of foul play. The former child star also appeared in the Scream franchise and Remember the Titans. She leaves behind her 11-year-old daughter, Kaya, who has had the former heavyweight boxing world champion Vladimir Klitschko. Her memoir, This Is Me, A Reckoning, was released a few months ago. And finally, Sometimes, even the tiniest travelers need a little help finding their way home. Shelvis Presley, a tiny hermit crab, ended up far from Kids Beach, in Gogompo City, formerly East London, after the shell he was living in was mistakenly thought to be empty and taken all the way to Johannesburg. His kind-hearted rescuers contacted the Randburg SPCA, which helped arrange his return. Carefully packed with enough water and oxygen for the journey, Shelvis was flown back to Gogompo City with the help of Airlink, whose team in Johannesburg eagerly awaited the little passenger. By Friday evening, he had safely touched down at King Palo Airport. Thanks to compassionate people, this little stowaway is now finally safely home. That's what we have for your news headlines at 6 this morning. At 7 a.m., we'll update you once again, but for now, it's Graham with your sports.
Well, I kind of feel like we don't need more news after Shelvis's return to home. But yes, there are a couple of things in the sport that we need to track, and this is a big one, certainly for the All Blacks. Their tour of South Africa has suffered yet another setback. That's ahead of their opening test up against the Springboks in Johannesburg. Loosehead prop Ollie Norris has now been ruled out for approximately 6 weeks. That was after suffering a knee cartilage injury. Norris now becomes the 4th player sent home from the tour, joining George Bell, Billy Proctor and Caleb Clark as well. Now let's get into the cricketing lane for some wonderful news for former first-class cricketer and Eastern's men's coach, Jeffrey Toyana, who has been appointed head coach of the Titans women's team. So the appointment marks a homecoming for Toyana, who returns to the Titans after previously serving as assistant coach. And that was for the men's team from 2019 to 2023. Massive move and a great shot in the arm for cricket in the area as well. Congratulations. Now this not as confidence-inspiring as we turn to golf now. Live Golf has cancelled its season-ending team championship, which was originally scheduled to take place in Michigan in the United States later this month. Now, it's the second event to be cancelled just this season, adding to that financial uncertainty around the league, with the Saudi Public Investment Fund now ending its direct funding this year. We will certainly keep our eyes on that space. Likewise, when it gets to cup action back home. So let's turn to the PSL now, and they've confirmed the dates, venues and kickoff times for the upcoming two-legged MTN 8 semi-finals. So the defending champions Orlando Pirates, they begin their away, the tie away at least, to Sekhukhune United, who have gotten out of the gate strong this season. And that's on the 22nd of August. Then on our other semi-final, Mamelodi Sundowns, they host Golden Arrows on the 23rd of August, with the decisive return leg taking place just a week later at the King Zwelithini Stadium. Something for the fans, and at least both sides of the fans can get there, hopefully. But a mouth-watering lineup for that, and that's where we leave our sport for now. As Anne said, we'll touch on the major headlines again at around 7 o'clock. Right now, we are all going to need a little bit of help getting dressed this morning, so let's see what the weather's going to look like in your neck of the woods.
Well, thank you, G-Man. We'll help you in just a moment. For now, though, let's see how we can serve the country. Starting out in Polokwane, where on your Tuesday, it ushers in some warm, sunny skies. Temperatures range from a cold 6 degrees to a nice summer's high of 29. Now, your week will be spent mostly under bright, sunny skies, with cloudy conditions expected to roll in from Friday, heading into the weekend. Next stop is Klerksdorp, where today you can expect mainly sunny skies throughout. Now, your temperatures will be starting from a low of 4 degrees, or 6 degrees rather, a chilly start that rises to 27. Heading into the coming days, conditions will dominate with daytime highs from tomorrow till Saturday, peaking at 29 degrees. All right, Pretoria, let's see what we've got for you today. Sunny skies will persist with lingering clouds. Your temperatures will range between a chilly 11 and a high of 29 degrees. Now, sunful days are far from over, with sunny skies continuing on through the week. Your temperatures will peak at 28 tomorrow and 30 by Thursday. And then out in Johannesburg, in the city of gold, predominantly sunny skies are set for your day today. Temperatures will range from a brisk 9 to a high of 26. Now, sunny conditions will define the coming days, with tomorrow's daytime highs sitting at 25 degrees. That low, though, is starting at 11. Out in Mbombela, your Tuesday is set to be a sunny day. Temperatures moving from a low of 11 to a high of 27 degrees. Seems like everybody's got that summer agenda. Now looking ahead, tomorrow will be spent under partly cloudy skies with Thursday ushering in sunny skies once again. Temperatures will max at 28. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, mostly sunny skies will dominate much of your day today. A very cold start of 5 degrees that climbs to a max of 26. Now, sunny skies with lingering clouds will dominate your forecast tomorrow, with temperatures on the warmer side peaking at 27. Over to Richards Bay next, where sunny skies take over your day today. Temperatures sit between a cool 17 and that set high coming at you at 23 degrees. Now, partly cloudy skies will define the coming days, while strong winds are set for Thursday with a 25% chance of rain. Further along that coastline out in Durban, mainly sunny skies take over, accompanied by noticeable southerly winds. Now, temperatures start at a warming 16 and it does rise to a more comfortable 24. You'll spend your day tomorrow under sun-filled skies with temperatures sitting between 17 and 24 degrees before the clouds roll in by Thursday. In Tata, on your side of town, partly cloudy conditions will dominate your skies today. Your temperatures will start from a chilly 12 before rising to a set high of 23. Now, tomorrow's temperatures peak at 30 degrees for the week before decreasing to 19 by Thursday, with those partly cloudy skies making a return. In Uba, on your side, skies will remain partly cloudy throughout the day. Temperatures ranging from a cold 6 to a high of 24. Now, partly cloudy conditions will take over your week skies with temperatures sitting 31 degrees tomorrow, but then it does drop to 22 by Thursday. Out in Kugompo City, a mostly cloudy day lies ahead for you. Temperatures will range between 14 and 21. As we look ahead, cloud-filled skies are set to persist with sunny breaks during days with fairly warm conditions throughout. Out in Ebeja, GQ, partly cloudy skies will feature across your side today. Temperatures will start at a chilly 11 and rise to a moderate 19 degrees. Now, tomorrow ushers in cloudy and humid conditions with temperatures moving between 11 and doubling up to 22 as your high. In the gorgeous George this morning, much of your day will be spent under partly cloudy skies. A chilly start of 9 degrees that just about increases to 16 as the day develops. Now, rain is likely today, chanced at 25%. But looking at tomorrow's temperatures, they range between a chilly 9 and a high of 16 degrees under the same conditions. All right, Mother City, you're up next. Out in Cape Town, showers are likely to develop during the afternoon today. Temperatures sitting between 11 and a high of 18 degrees. Now, grey skies will define the upcoming days with cool to pleasant temperatures moving in those upper teens, peaking tomorrow at just 18 degrees. Out in Sutherland, a partly cloudy day lies ahead with gentle westerly winds. Temperatures will be shifting between a cold 7 and a better high of 22. Now, tomorrow's conditions will remain much the same as today, with a daytime high of 21 degrees, a degree less than today. Out in Kimberley, mostly sunny skies are set to dominate your forecast. Now, let's look into your temperatures. A cold start of 7, but that does increase to 28 as the day goes on. Now, your week's temperatures will remain on the hot side, with the daytime minimum sitting at 29 and 32 degrees across the next few days. Out in Uppington, today you'll look up to bright sunny skies. Temperatures ranging between 8 and 31 degrees. Nice and warm in Uppies. Sun-filled skies will turn partly cloudy from Thursday, while temperatures remain on the warmer side, reaching a max of 33 degrees tomorrow and then also on Friday. That wraps up your temperatures for now. We'll see what's happening again at 7 o'clock. But before we even get into the rest of the hour, your sunrise view beckons. This one from Dwayne Klaassen out in Montgomery Park in Johannesburg had to definitely be aired across the nation because look at how beautiful that is. Dwayne, you have really, really, truly outdone yourself. And thank you for definitely setting the mark so high for 7 and 8 o'clock images to come on through. But every sunrise does tell a story, and we're so keen to see yours on 063-036-9649. For now, though, with all of the weather out the way, let's see how we can dress our Kendall today. With Graham, what are the options we're looking at?
Oh man, I'm torn this morning. Luckily, nothing is torn here. Just looks first class. I'm loving the two looks. Of course, my work wife this morning looks absolutely gorgeous. So I've got to level my game up. And this transitional period, when we're kind of caught between seasons, and the weather really did highlight that, you can have a little bit of fun. It might feel restrictive, but this is a chance to get experimental, start playing with the new tones. And we've got some beautiful tones to play with. That's why I needed some help. It's pretty hard for me on this hashtag Tuesday. So I need you guys at home to please help me choose between these two looks. Slightly different, but kind of layering in some beautiful tonality, and maybe one a little bit more color. But let's start with option one, a crisp white shirt, and I'm loving the linen edge there, under a beige pullover, paired with some dark green trousers. Love the fit of those pants. And then a nice coordinating belt and tan loafers. Haven't worn the loafers all year yet. That's got to be a sign that summer's arrived. Absolutely love that polished look, kind of smart casual that can be elevated. Really like that little capsule. Let's turn to the left here. This is great. A rose slim fit. I didn't actually call this rose. I said salmon, but it is more rose. Now, I have no idea. I love the style of it, the color of it, the toned down neutrality of it. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got this beautiful chocolate brown oversized t-shirt just humming through there. Beautiful fit. And we're going to round it off with the chocolate loafers. I love both of these looks. They kind of speak to a different energy for the day. Contemporary look brings color, personality, or classic tailoring. We've dressed it down so we can dress it back up again. This is just classic, cool summer wear. I'm loving both of these looks, and it makes me feel like I'm transitioning into a new season, but please, ultimately, it's going to be on your shoulders. Which look are you voting for? Head over to the Expresso social media pages. You'll find a couple of examples of both. Maybe you can see on my face which one I am leaning towards. I love both looks, in all honesty. We'd be happy to wear them both. So have your say, and don't forget to include hashtag styled by Woolies when you make that choice. But I'm loving them both. Sure.
Good morning, Mzansi. We're coming to you live from our Samsung DQX studio. It's usually Zan and Chan holding it down, but lucky us, we have a Kanye Phillip in studio. He is one of the contestants come top 40, top billing presenter. Search, how are you feeling?
I feel amazing. I couldn't sleep last night.
You could, and this is an early morning, which means you've had a 30-minute nap, but you look fresh.
Thank you so
Are
much.
you ready to take on the day and everything we're going to throw at you?
I am more than ready.
Okay.
Throw everything.
Throw everything. Okay, so the first test is telling the nation what's still coming up on the show.
A racing driver, Paige Lindenberg, will take us through motherhood and motorsport.
Oh my goodness, where are we heading right now?
To the ad break.
Let's go. My Feel Good family, we'll see you after this.
Good morning. I'm going to start this conversation because I feel men should be starting this conversation during Women's Month, because so much of the actual action that needs to happen is on our shoulders. But right now, I'm going to put this question to a very empowered woman standing beside me, because I love this notion. We want you guys to answer this question as well, please, and hit us up on the socials. A woman is unstoppable when...
Unstoppable when she realizes her worth.
Nice.
I've seen it happen, and you always say there's a before and after.
Yeah.
There is a before and an after. You start behaving differently, you start showing up differently, you start expecting things as well.
For yourself.
Absolutely.
You know, it's funny, you were going to say that. I was going to say, just get out of your own way.
Oh.
You are unstoppable when, because generally, when you break it down, it's you.
It's you.
And I don't say that as a judgment,
Besides
please.
patriarchy,
okay?
of course.
I'm not mansplaining this to you. I'm saying this as like one of the biggest hurdles that we encounter in TV land is people needing to get over that moment for themselves.
You hold yourself back many times.
Give yourself permission. That's a word we've used a lot. I love that. So maybe that's what's waiting and maybe preventing you from taking that next step. You haven't given yourself the agency to do it. So they're going to do it today, right?
I'm excited. All of us, all the women gather, we're so excited. And as we know, we trust women with all our heart. That's why in Joburg, two incredible women are holding it down. Chanley and Zan are going to be standing by to introduce you to somebody incredible. Kanyo Philip, our first top billing, top 40 contestant that will introduce you to today.
Thank you so much, KTZ for Cheesy. And here in Johannesburg at the Samsung DQX Mzansi, we've got good vibes because we're celebrating one iconic show, one life-changing opportunity. Out of thousands of nationwide auditions, only 40 unique personalities remain to battle it out for the ultimate TV gig on Top Billing.
Oh my goodness, now ready to bring his authenticity, elegance and fierce determination to your screens. My Feel Good family, meet your next Top 40 contender. His name is Kanyo Philip.
Come on!
How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today. It's an absolute honor to be here.
Oh, man.
I feel ecstatic. It's an amazing opportunity, and congratulations to everyone else who made it to the top 40.
So diplomatic. Well done, everyone else, but I'm going to win.
I'm going to win. I've got my eye on the prize.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so we've obviously only seen your audition tape, but everybody, you might be a weekly fixture on everybody's screens on S3. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Kanyo off camera?
Off camera, Kanyo is still very charismatic. I've got this contagious energy that people gravitate towards too. But all in all, I'm cool, calm, collected. I really pride myself in that, and I'm so authentically myself.
I love that. And you have to be charismatic because you specialize in kids fitness coaching. Talk to us about that. How do you make sure that you take this coaching that you would normally do for adults and make it fun and exciting for the kids?
Listen, out of all my special populations, kids are arguably my favorite. Don't tell my clients. Don't tell my other clients, please.
Okay, so surely we shouldn't tell them, ne?
Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
They didn't see anything. The thing is, with kids, they're very attentive and engaging. But you need to keep in mind that you need to individualize them. So you need to really not know when to press and know when to hold back. But all in all, I will tell you, you have to have that cool uncle energy. You just have to be fun. You just have to be fun. You have to be fun, and and they really lean towards you. And once they open up to you, they're basically yours.
Love that.
Okay, so you've been doing that for a couple of years. You're also a rising television presenter, entertainment industry host. Why is it now? Why do you want to get into the industry now? Why do you want to do Top Billing now? And you said, I'm going to do the audition.
Listen, so I've got a tattoo right here, and it's an hourglass. So when people ask me what it means that the time is now. So if you're going to go after something, there's no time like the present. And also with my experience now as a commercial modern actor, it's given me great confidence to put my best foot forward. So that's why I'm here this morning.
That's beautiful. Kinako, the time is now.
The time is now.
Philip is here, just like in 2010.
Guys,
we love it.
Guys,
we love it.
Thank you.
Well, we feel it that you are here, my love. And I also feel as though, when it comes to Top Billing, it's obviously evolved over the years.
Definitely.
So for you, if you were the one that was chosen and you're now Kanyo on Top Billing, what would be that segment that you would really be looking forward to hosting or bringing that would be fresh to the Top Billing screen?
Can I be honest?
Please.
It would definitely be anything along the lines of male grooming.
Okay.
I want the young man to have full confidence and know that it's perfectly fine to take care of yourself and put yourself first. Because if you don't put yourself first, how do you plan on taking care of the people around you? So it's perfectly fine to put yourself first and then put the others after you, you know. So
I would like to see you do a session with the kids.
the kids,
That would be cute too.
right?
Yes.
We'll see what the future holds.
I also want to find out when they gave you the email or the call and they said you're top 40, top billing, where were you? Who did you tell? Who's the first person? What did you do?
I was at my best friend's place,
Yeah.
and I called my mom immediately. And when I called my mom, I was like, "Mama, we made it." She was like, "Well done, my son."
Okay.
It's like she expected it, so I think I get my confidence from her. I'm like,
She's
"Mom."
also cool, calm, collected.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I called my mom, and I've had butterflies since that day. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's beautiful. Well, my king, are you ready for today? Are you excited for it? Are you looking forward to it?
Absolutely. Like I said, I couldn't sleep last night. I was tossing and turning. I was like,
Yeah.
when is it my time? Like, I'm just ready.
Kinako. Your
It's
time is
No,
now.
I'm telling you. Yeah. So, thank you so much.
Well, you're not going anywhere. We are putting you through your paces. He's going to be doing an interview with me.
It's true.
I think he can handle it.
No pressure. No pressure at all.
Pressure.
I think you can handle it as well.
Yeah.
And a remarkable journey, a powerful story, and proof that the best of the good life is found when you live with purpose.
Now, shout out to the lovely Kanyo for sharing his story and his time with us all today. We are going to be putting him through his paces, a little test. And remember, you can watch the Top Billing Top 40 Presenter Search on SABC Plus by visiting the official SABC Plus Top Billing Presenter Search page or streaming it via the SABC Plus mobile application. Where are we going now, my Zanzan?
Right about now, I'm going to need you to stick around, my beautiful family. Why? We got lots to do over in Cape Teasy, Foshizi. Family, what's going down?
Well done, Kanyo. You really held it down there. Super proud of you.
voice. I'm loving the bass.
And the
Loving it.
grooming. We see you. Well, it's coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We have to do a TikTok hot mess of success. It's a Tuesday. You know how we get down. And this time around, do you like mango coladas?
I've no idea what you even just said. It makes no sense at all.
doesn't.
Can you make a mango colada? What is-
Colada?
Colada?
So it's also called a stacked water. So it's a hydration station.
Oh, that sounds a lot more wholesome. I kind of like the colada version. We're going to do that. Then we're going to, in the kind of same vein as our top 40, the contestants who are brave enough to go and put themselves out there. We're going to introduce you to Paige Lindenberg, who is continuing, I'm going to say, a legacy of motorsport, but helping young girls realize their dreams in this lane. It's a life-changing opportunity if you can break the code, but where do you even start as a female driver? We're going to give you the keys to that car after this. And yes, make a mocktail. It's a mocktail, right?
Yeah.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And welcome back, beautiful people. It's Women's Month, and we're celebrating women who are pushing boundaries in spaces where they have not always had a seat at the table. Paige Lindenberg knows that space all too well. She's built a career in the male-dominated world of motorsports, and when we spoke to her on Expresso a year ago, we heard about the challenges she faced along the way and her drive to create opportunities for others. Since then, a lot has changed. Paige has now competed in the Samola Hill Climb for 12 consecutive years, became a first-time mother, and returned to racing just 7 weeks after giving birth. She's also working to bring more young girls into her motorsport through her go-karting program.
Wow, incredible stuff. A superhero in our studio. Paige, welcome to Expresso.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness, you've done 12 consecutive Samola Hill climbs?
Yeah.
Isn't that the first for any woman?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh my
I think it is. It's been going for, this is the 16th year now.
16th
yeah.
year. What does it feel to have that achievement under your belts?
It's just such an amazing event. It brings so many different walks of motorsport together, different people, different cars. And the most important thing is, I think, the inspiration that it gives to women and kids. To see the same kids coming back every year, you watch them grow, and they always come and say hello, and they have photos from every year. And like, it's just so awesome to be part of that family and to make a difference and inspire people.
Wow, I've been to Samola Hill. Incredible. I love
a good
the
event,
event.
yeah.
Such a good one.
And tell us, this year you added a completely new chapter to your story,
Yeah.
returning to racing 7 weeks after becoming a mom. Like, what created that drive to come back and just do what you do best?
Yeah, so, I mean, before having a baby, my biggest thing was I didn't want to stop living, and I didn't want to stop my career and doing what I loved. And that was a big conversation with my husband and I is, you know, if we're going to have a family, how do I keep doing what I love? Because as a woman in motorsport, or as a woman in sport, when you want to have kids, everything stops. You know, your body is the one that goes through all the changes. You can't do it all.
And even afterwards, your body's still...
Yeah, so like six and a half months pregnant was my last race, which I wished I wanted to race longer, but my dad and my husband wouldn't let me. But yeah, I made a decision before falling pregnant that I'm going to do what I can to keep my life as normal as I can and keep doing what I loved. So it was hard. Some days you feel awful and some days you don't want to move, but I forced myself. I said, every day I will move. No matter how bad I feel, I will get up and I'll move, even if it's just a walk. So I stayed really active throughout pregnancy, which was a really good thing because I stayed strong.
Yes.
So my recovery afterwards was also really good, but it's a big adjustment.
It's a huge one.
It seems mentally you're very strong.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I'm very mentally
And
strong.
of course, you have a support system back at home too.
Yes.
You've just touched on a few of the struggles that women in motorsport have. And the last time you were here, you also touched on it. Has there been a shift from then till now, or do you still feel like you have to work a little bit harder to just get that seat at the table?
I mean, I think I've got my seat at the table now. I think I've been around long enough and I've got the talent that I've proved I have a right to be here. But there's always going to be controversy around women in motorsport and women in certain areas and, you know, in the world in general.
Yeah.
But it's definitely getting better all around. I think so many people are taking a stand for it and so many women are supporting women. So I definitely think it's getting better, but I still think there's a long way to go. You know, and there's definitely still going to be challenges along the way. It's not all going to be smooth sailing. But yeah, so far it's been a great journey. In the last few years, I think I've proven I have a right to be here.
100%. You've got 12 Samola Hill climbs under your belt.
Sounds like you're an amazing leader. So tell us, with your new program, where do you see it in the future?
Yeah, so we've got an amazing Team Shelby team with a few customers. So we have Shelby in South Africa, we build the cars, and then a few of our customers showed interest in their kids racing. Okay. So we started a program now where we're helping a few of the kids, and then we're also going to do a development program with one of our partners where we're going to bring in 1 or 2 development drivers as well. So the kids range from 4 to 12. We've got one young girl, a lot of different types of kids, and it's just been such a cool journey to see them enjoy it. For now, it's like very much planning phases where they're all just trying to get used to karting and see whether it's something that they really do want to do and can do, because it's a dream, right? We all have this dream of becoming racing drivers, but it's a lot of sacrifice, you know, like when you do it as a kid, you miss out on kids' parties, on weekends, on school sports. There's so much that you have to sacrifice in order to make a career in motorsport, and that's a really big decision, not just for the kid, but for the whole family.
And lifelong too, not just only
exactly.
now.
So the way we're doing it is we're making sure the family are ready to give up everything and like sacrifice what they need to give the time to the program, because it's not like playing soccer where you get a ball and kick it around for an hour. You've got to have a lot of time in the sport. So yeah, it's very much the planning phases. It's been going for a few months now, since the beginning of the year. so far so good. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited to see where it goes.
My goodness. Go again.
Okay.
Would you like to ask something?
Yes, please. If you had to give a take-home message to the girls or watching, what would you say to them?
I think the biggest thing for me is always you can do anything you put your mind to. You know, it doesn't matter what gender you are. Like, nothing needs to define you. And that was my biggest thing with becoming a mom, is I wasn't going to let motherhood define me and stop me from living. So I think I might have judgments sometimes. Maybe I'm a little bit too adventurous. But I mean, we have an amazing baby who's adjusted really well to our lives. And if you have a kid, like, they need to fit in with your life and not, you know, the other way around. So to any women or kids out there, if you have a dream, follow it, because anything is possible. But be strong enough to put your mind to it. And
That's beautiful.
yeah.
And talking about motherhood, because now you have motherhood, you've got motorsports, you also take care of the family business. Has this changed you becoming a mother? Has this changed what you want out of your career, or has it just pushed you to just want more?
No, it hasn't changed what I want out of my career. I love everything that I do. I think the biggest challenge for me is the time.
Yes.
Like, all of a sudden now I have no free time because obviously, you know, every bit of free time you have is with the baby. My sister and I work really closely together, so that's a really great support system. She has a 4-year-old little boy. So between us, like, we know the struggles of having a newborn, and we're really good at supporting one another and picking up the pieces where they're falling. So I'm very lucky to have that support. We also work with my dad, and he's really understanding and amazing and a great mentor. So yeah, we're making it work. But I mean, some days I'm working till midnight because, you know, my baby's needed more time in the day. And like, it's that juggle where you just got to find the balance, and there's sacrifices. But
Well, we want to say thank you for making time for us this morning. We know baby's sleeping at home. So thank you so much for waking up early and joining us.
it's such a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Incredible.
Thank you. Paige, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story. We're not done with you guys just yet. We're taking you from the interview to the workout, where your trainer, Callan from F45 Greenstone, is waiting to put you through your paces. So stick around, because we're about to see just what it takes to stay race ready.
Right now, my Feel Good family, we're heading back to Cape Town. Let's see what they have for us.
Oh, well done.
That was great.
Oh, he's doing a great job. I'm loving the voice. You know, this kind of job is all about bringing people into your space. I think he's ticked the first box. Beautiful tonality, lovely energy, and the confidence is there. Well done, young man. Absolutely love that for all of our top 40 contestants. I love this for us. We are making a mango colada.
Dun, dun,
There's a reason why probably no song has been written about the mango colada, because it's new and it's different, and we're going to find out if it is a success or dun, dun, dun.
A hot mess
Just
with
a moment.
stacked water. We're going to get our hydration on in just a little bit. And then also bust some myths when it comes to our gut health. So stick around for that after the break.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3 and Mzansi kumnandi manani. Especially when we want to be healthier and start looking after ourselves really the proper way. Because when it comes to diarrhea, stopping the symptoms is only part of the solution. Supporting the gut's natural healing process is what helps restore long-term digestive health. Now we're exploring why repairing the gut barrier is just as important as relieving the symptoms. And joining us again is none other than Antje Engelbrecht, Head of Marketing at Ostel Pharmaceuticals, to unpack how a restorative approach to diarrhea management can help protect, heal, and strengthen the gut for the future. Everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Antje, at this point, we actually mustn't welcome you again because this is home.
Furniture.
I love it.
Furniture.
Antje, let's get into it because we want South Africans to have relief. We want them to be more comfortable, right?
Yeah.
We've established the fact that when it comes to diarrhea, it signifies a damaged intestinal barrier. But can we get into the long-term consequences of repeatedly just grabbing the thing that makes it stop instead of allowing for healing to happen? And in terms of Tesecton's approach, you know, why is it that we need to look at how we can really allow for the healing to happen and the protection instead of just making that quick fix happen?
You're absolutely. So stopping diarrhea is super important, but having the gut recovery aspect of the gut barrier is just as important. So what Tesecton does is it actually forms a protective film over that damaged gut barrier, almost like a bandage.
Yes.
That covers a wound.
Yeah.
And it helps to restore that damaged barrier while also preventing further irritation. So in that way, we're sorting out the symptoms of diarrhea, but also helping with the gut barrier recovery.
Okay.
And that approach is actually clinically proven from the age of 3 months in adults and children and adolescents. And it's #1 prescribed and #1 selling in South Africa.
Oh.
And that's a really amazing aspect that helps consumers have a lot of confidence and comfort in terms of choosing the product that's right for treating their diarrhea.
Look at you guys, #1. We love that. And let's talk about how we can get our gut to also be resilient, you know, especially with how Tesecton comes in. You know, how do we do that?
So diarrhea is more than just frequent trips to the bathroom. It's actually your gut saying, listen, I've got a lot of stress here. You know, there's damage, there's something wrong. And from a clinical perspective, Tesecton is an acute solution. But when you have this diarrhea episode, you need to ensure that that gut barrier is restored so that you can make sure that your gut is more resilient and healthy for the future.
Okay. Can you talk to us just about how it is that restoring the barrier has really changed the way that a lot of people see management of diarrhea, but also how just the entire medical field has just really taken it and allowed it to be the new thing?
Absolutely, we are thinking about treating diarrhea differently. It's not just anymore about treating the symptoms, it's absolutely about gut barrier restoration.
Yeah.
And that's why HCPs, healthcare professionals, choose Tesecton. And this gives consumers an enormous amount of comfort to think, doctors trust this product. So an important point of why it brings so much comfort to doctors and patients alike is the fact that it's clinically proven to be safe and effective and work within just 12 hours. So I can trust it as well.
Yeah.
And it gives me so much confidence to buy this product and give it to my family, give it to my children, and get myself back to living my best life faster.
Incredible. My Antje, thank you so much for coming through and being with us. We appreciate you guys and well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It is Tesecton doing the work that matters, my friend, because you deserve health, okay? But you also deserve to win, which is why you stand the chance to win 2,500 Rand with Tesecton by simply replying to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages by telling us how fast does Tesecton take to bring effective relief. Don't forget to use #Tesectonit. T's and C's do apply, and you can find them on expressoshow.com. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Do not go anywhere.
When diarrhea interrupts your plans, get the #1 prescribed and sold diarrhea treatment in SA. Go back to running your day, not to the restroom. Stop and restore with Tesecton Duo. Ask your pharmacist about Tesecton.
All right, so press pause right now. Press the pause button. Boop. Take a deep breath. Breathe out for a little bit longer than you breathed in. Simple as. Just 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out can transform your day, just like a mocktail at 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to try it. It was seen on TikTok, which means it's a real thing. Now we must put it to the test. Social media has turned hydration into a layered event with stacked water. Okay, you've got to flex a little bit when you say it. It's a colorful drink built with water, ice, and a few flavorful add-ons as we build the layers and we stack them up. Now, of course, the tropical version combines mango, coconut water, and a little lime for a refreshing alcohol-free take on a mango colada. I didn't even know mango colada was a thing. Well, we are going to build it. We're going to layer it. We're going to stack it.
I'm excited for it. So in his one, he uses electrolytes, he uses collagen and creatine.
Wow.
For now, we're just going to stick with collagen. It's really good for the skin and the hair and the nails. And then we're going to keep building coconut water, electrolytes.
This is going to put a pep in your step, okay? There might even be a few peptides in the collagen. I know we've got some healthy building blocks here, so we need to start.
All right, so I'm going to start with the water because I'm going to leave the blending to you.
Okay.
The hard labor.
I'm on the blending station.
200 mils of regular water, right?
All right.
Distilled water, triple distilled water.
Oh, with I know with the super distilled water, it actually leaches from your body. So if you're wanting to get ripped for like a fitness competition or something like that, you got to hit the ramp for a swim distilled water for a couple of days more. It's not the healthiest thing to drink all the time, I don't think, but it strips your body. It's a great way of getting into
When I
shape.
get into my bodybuilding, I'm going to let you know.
And it doesn't feel like drinking water is like really dangerous. I don't know, you know? Okay, so we've got frozen mango actually going in here, which I think is brilliant.
I love mango.
I really do. A mate of mine, Conrad Robenheimer, was one of my close friends at school, wrote the most emotive essay about a kid climbing to the top of the tree and eating an overripe mango. And I think because of his brilliance and genius, I've always tried to meet that. So and I just envision eating a juicy, ripe mango. It's kind of the South African way.
Like you need a room when you do that. Please don't even lock eyes with me.
Okay?
Yeah.
But I love this. And what I like about freezing your fruit, like it obviously changes the structure. I mean, we've heard crazy things. If you freeze your blueberries, it literally changes the way that your body absorbs and gets stuff out of them. But it's also if you've got fruit that's at the end of its lifespan.
Freeze it, baby. Bananas especially. Welcome, you know? Then you can make an ice cream. Okay, so we're going to go lime, and we're going to go mango juice as well because we can.
Okay, I just realized I'm asking you to keep your bananas even longer now. Don't. Your bananas
I push my bananas to the limit.
Can you do a daily post of your banana and just see if the people are coming? Have I put everything that's in here that's needed?
Okay,
okay.
Does it go?
And then we just give it the magic.
Oh, I would drink that on its own. Oh, that's like a mango lassi, a mango slushy.
It looks beautiful.
Oh, it smells incredible.
And it is so tropical. Okay, so that's beautiful. Now we're making the coconut water portion. Okay, so into the water goes our collagen.
Our collagen goes in.
Okay, so that's nice and healthy in itself.
It's got to be mixed together.
Do you know what I like about this? It's getting people to think about the building blocks of their health every morning. So what do I need? What's the stack I need to build up? It kind of feels like you're taking control of your health journey.
It's true, and some people don't like water or the taste of water.
And that's why you'll just pour it all over the table, pour it wherever, you know? Just for the gram.
And so this will be a great way to get your hydration in.
I was a little bit worried about how the collagen and the water, the whole vibe would mix, but that looks great.
Okay, but now I'm worried about this part.
So don't we put this in there first and then do that?
Okay, let's do that.
I'm thinking, and then we've got, cut some beautiful slices of lime.
Nice.
I suppose that gives it almost like a cocktail kind of mix.
Okay.
Right. Do we have another spoon?
Yeah.
Can I borrow that?
You're going to spoon it in? Oh, he's a bartender.
I love an ombre, man. And of course, courtesy of all the paint we sell on the show, we've learned what an ombre is.
Wow.
Look at that, okay.
And then you got to pour in the second one. Graham, I was a little bit nervous, but I like this
That's cute, eh?
Yeah.
And it's exciting, I think. Wow. How often do you get to say a drink is exciting?
Exciting. If you like mango coladas,
go and write your own song if you like mango coladas, all right?
And then you got to make your straw a little funky too.
Okay. I like the fact that ours is slightly different, and I think if you had to just leave it, I don't know, that coconut water is quite dense. It seems to keep the mango nice and buoyant. All right.
Okay. Now, do we stir it a little bit?
I'm going to push down a little bit just to create a bit of a drama.
Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting.
Okay.
Let's
You're just
see.
mixing it right up there. You're going full
Cheers,
value.
yeah.
Cheers.
Let's have a taste of
All
everything
right,
in
success or hot mess? Let's see.
one. Okay, breathe deeply.
Got like 9 folds in my straw. I would really recommend mixing it first if you want to get
I
full
don't know if
value.
that helps.
Come on.
Okay, wait.
Come
One
on.
more.
Come on, stacked water.
It's missing sweetness. But
Well-
maybe water's not supposed to be sweet. You know
Okay.
what? I'm expecting too much. Okay.
It's a tough one. I feel like, okay, we got to keep this wholesome.
Okay, yes, we do. Okay, 3,
2,
2, 1.
Did you go success?
I went success.
No, but it's because she's a mama. She's got to sugarcoat everything
I'm just thinking about the nutrients.
It is, and it's a great way to introduce health. So I love the notion of stacked water. Did we nail it with the mango? Maybe it's missing something.
It's missing sweetness.
Or a shot of
Sugar.
something else. Honey is what I was thinking. Honey is definitely it. Listen, when your health is concerned, don't take any shortcuts. Just do it, okay?
Stack your water. Scan the QR
Sad
code
and
to
flex.
click along with us. You can decide hot mess or success as we go into an ad break. We'll see you now.
No, it's the same still.
Sorry.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now that we're hydrated, let's get straight into celebrating more women come this Women's Month. Now, we know that we're, of course, celebrating those ideas that are creating real change in the lives of others, as women often do. Joining us is scientist and entrepreneur Mambela Khoza, whose journey from rural Limpopo to building a woman-led transport solution is rooted in one simple belief: the biggest businesses often begin by solving problems that matter the most. Now, it's called SheCab, brilliant name. She's creating safer journeys for women while opening doors for women to, of course, earn, lead, and thrive in the transport industry. Please, let's give a warm welcome to Mambela! Welcome, girl. How are you?
Thank you so much, Carissa. I am well, excited, a little bit nervous, but very happy to be here.
I'm glad you are, because you are doing important work, and some nerves behind that is always good. Now, you grew up in rural Limpopo, which I want to talk about a bit, because do you believe that those early years sort of shaped your journey, where you wanted to be, created a thirst for creating something new?
Sure, absolutely. So I think I was home about 5 days ago, and walking down the village streets reminded me of how I actually grew up, walking back from school, walking past a group of women under a tree, sitting, discussing solutions, thinking, oh, there's a funeral down the street. How do we contribute money together to actually make it work? I grew up coming back from school and actually just go to my next door neighbor, and the women, the granny there, the auntie there will look after me until my mom comes back from work. So that kind of made me actually reflect on how, as women, when we actually look out for one another, incredible things happen. And at the same time, I think that made me remember the very first boardroom that I experienced in my life was that tree that I saw other women sitting and discussing solutions for the village community. So it definitely shaped how I actually approach life on a daily basis and leadership overall.
I mean, it's incredible when I think about how women are so solution-driven. From the get-go, naturally speaking, they're like, okay, I hear the problems, but how are we going to get through this together? And resourcefully as well, which is incredible. And that's exactly what you've done. You've taken all of your skills and your life's knowledge as a scientist and then also an entrepreneur. So I want to know, when did you realize that your love for research could also solve everyday problems that you've done?
Sure. Okay, so basically I think science and research teaches you how to ask questions. You don't just look at something from the surface and think, okay, there's a problem there. You look at it, you break down the problem, and then the entrepreneurial spirit kicks in and say, here's the solution.
What can
so
I do?
most of the times with science, you look at the problem and then the solution comes afterwards. So I think my love and actually my commitment to actually continue to be a researcher as a PhD candidate now at Stellenbosch University and also an entrepreneur, it's constantly asking, what is the problem? What is the solution? So for example, at the moment, South Africa experiences about 5 times higher than the global rate of GBV.
That's right.
Of femicide. That is a problem on its own. We have the data, but how do we then bring the solution to the table? So that's how my brain constantly works.
And I'm glad your brain does, because for many of us, it feels a bit overwhelming. We're presented with these facts. We take it to our president and say, do something about it. But it's also sometimes in our hands to make the change and make the difference. And I love the fact that you brought up the GBV crisis that we're facing. So what was that moment that you knew you had to do something? Then what did you do? SheCab, let's get into this. What is the solution that you brought us?
So, like you mentioned in your intro, I think the problems that we experience on a daily basis, the solutions are not far-fetched. We carry the solutions with ourselves. And with that, I'm not going to lie, I didn't sit down and try to draw a business plan. I actually woke up, I had to head to the airport, but I was so anxious and nervous. And I thought to myself, I cannot be the only one. And if I feel this way, how many more other women actually feel like this? I want to bring this maybe into context. So for example, when you wake up as a woman and you have to drive somewhere or you have to walk somewhere, the minute you open the door, fear creeps in.
You feel vulnerable.
Will I arrive safe? Whether you're driving or whether somebody's driving you, it doesn't matter. You literally get scared. So GBV is not just a statistic in our country. It's a reality. It's fear that cannot be translated or interpreted outside as part of like maybe economic exclusion. So that particular morning where I woke up and thought, I have to head home, I have to go to the airport, and I got scared, changed everything. It was game over. So,
and then she took pen to paper and said, okay, there's a business opportunity here, which we love to see. So what came of that? So
out of that, I actually didn't say there's a business opportunity. I thought I am going to tell all my friends and all the women I know, I'm happy to drive you from Stellenbosch to the airport at any given time.
Okay.
So initially it was not a business. It was just a let me extend my service to others. I mean, I grew up in a village where if there's a problem, you don't look out for help elsewhere. You think, how can I actually become part of the solution? So the demand grew higher. And of course, as a researcher as well, I thought to myself, there should be a way in order for me to comply and actually build this to make sure it's safe for me, it's safe for the others, and also it can create other opportunities for women. And that's when I thought, okay, formalize it and make it a business, employ others.
And look at that. This is what we've been talking about. Mambela, you have done incredible work. And unfortunately, we have to wrap it up now. But I know for sure that you've got so much more information on your website and online. And then, girl, good luck with the PhD. We are wishing you all the best. But this moment, of course, reminds us that meaningful change doesn't always begin with a grand plan. Sometimes it starts where you see a problem and then you refuse to accept the way things have always been. So please go ahead and visit that website, shecab.co.za. You'll find out all the details there. If we've missed anything, hit Mambela up, and then you can, of course, have direct contact to find out a little bit more about how science and entrepreneurship come together in the most beautiful, solution-driven way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Beautiful Cape Town. And Mzansi, it's now time to get you up to date with what's happening in the news. Let's start off here. The U.S. Senate's approval of a 2-year extension of the African Growth and Opportunity Act could help South Africa strengthen its trade ties with the United States. Agricultural Business Chamber of South Africa Chief Economist Wandile Sihlobo says the extension would provide some certainty for businesses, but does not guarantee South Africa's continued participation in the program. The extension still requires ratification by President Donald Trump. AGOA provides qualifying sub-Saharan African countries with duty-free access to the U.S. market. Over to our president. President Cyril Ramaphosa has called on the Southern African Development Community leaders to implement decisions taken at previous meetings, saying regional integration must become a reality. Ramaphosa made the call after taking over the chairmanship of the regional body at its 46th summit in Durban. The summit is being attended by heads of state and government, as well as diplomats from SADC's 16 member states. Meanwhile, 2 Congolese nationals arrested for allegedly attempting to enter the summit unlawfully. They've appeared in the Durban Magistrates Court. Over to international news. Iran has warned it could escalate tensions in the Middle East if diplomacy with the United States fails amid a shift towards a more offensive military strategy. Iranian officials have set new deadlines for Washington, including a demand that a memorandum of understanding be implemented within weeks, while rejecting an indefinite U.S. blockade of its imports. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump's envoy and son-in-law Jared Kushner held talks with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday. The meeting was described as productive, with agreement reached on a path forward for Gaza. Over to this, Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema has widened his lead in the country's presidential election, with results from about 71% of constituencies, putting him on roughly 62% of valid votes. His main challenger, Brian Mundubile, was on 36%. Hichilema is seeking a second term after campaigning on his economic record since taking office during a debt crisis in 2021. Mundubile has raised concerns about the election's integrity, alleging possible alterations to polling station results and calling for an independent investigation. And finally, it was a real community effort in Betty's Bay when a stranded Risso's dolphin needed a little human help. The dolphin had beached in a remote cove between Betty's Bay and Pringle Bay on Sunday, prompting more than 80 people to rush to its aid. Armed with spades, buckets, towels and straps, the volunteers dug a trench and carefully worked together to move the animal back into the water. The dolphin was initially weak, but began swimming upright and eventually headed out to sea under its own steam. It's a wonderful reminder that when nature needs a helping hand, a community can make quite a splash. And it's a splash we love indeed. And Mzansi, this morning, that's what you need to know for your news. But here's what's happening with your sports.
Thank you, Zan. We've got to dive right in with rugby news. And the All Blacks tour of South Africa suffered yet another setback ahead of their opening test against the Springboks in Johannesburg. Loose head prop Ollie Norris has now been ruled out for approximately 6 weeks. And that was after suffering a knee cartilage injury. So Norris now becomes the 4th player, in fact, sent home from the tour, joining George Bell, Billy Proctor and the exciting prospect Caleb Clark, all going to be sorely missed. Now let's get into some great cricketing news. For former first-class cricketer and Eastern's men's coach, Jeffrey Toyana, he has been appointed head coach of the Titans women's team. So the appointment marks a homecoming for Toyana, who returns to the Titans after previously serving as assistant coach for the men's team from 2019 to 2020, through a massive move for the team and for the coach. So we certainly send our congratulations. Now we can get back into the golfing lane, which has been a little uncertain, certainly when it comes to Live Golf. They have cancelled now again its season-ending team championship, which was originally scheduled to take place in Michigan in the United States just later this month. It's now the second event that has been cancelled just this season, adding to that financial uncertainty around the league, with the Saudi Public Investment Fund now actually pulling out its direct funding this year. Clearly, some holes need to be filled. Now we can get very excited about cup competition. In fact, we've been given some brilliant matchups already, and now the PSL has confirmed its dates, venues and kickoff times for the upcoming two-legged MTN 8 semi-finals. So our defending champions, looking very strong, Orlando Pirates, begin their tie away to Sekokuna United, who have come out the gates strong this year, and that one's on the 22nd of August. Then in our other semi-final, Mamelodi Sundowns, they'll host Golden Arrows, and that's on the 23rd of August. The decisive return leg, of course, taking place a week later at the King Zwelithini Stadium. I love the fact that the fans get to sink their teeth into two fixtures for this. So wherever your allegiances lie, enjoy it and good luck for this season ahead. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's get into the traffic.
Thanks so much, Graham. Let's get straight into your roads out in the Mother City. In Wingfield, traffic is building on the N7 southbound ramp, and that's towards the N1 inbound at the Wingfield interchange. Now, if you are headed that way, you are advised to allow for extra travel time, as delays can, of course, be expected during the Tuesday morning commute. We wish you all the best as your tires hit the tar. In fact, here's how you can double your rewards after this.
Every journey should be more rewarding. Simply fill up at Shell, scan your Shell V Plus rewards card and pay using your ABSA Visa card. Enjoy up to 30% real cash back through ABSA Rewards, up to 50 cents per litre instant cash back on fuel through Shell V Plus rewards, and up to 2.5% cash back on qualifying in-store purchases. Every journey is another opportunity to earn. Keep filling up, keep earning with Shell V Plus rewards and ABSA Rewards.
Well, we love to plug you in to double the rewards. For now, let's plug you into the weather across the country, starting out in Polokwane. Now, on this beautiful Tuesday, it does usher in some warm, sunny skies out in Polokwane, where temperatures will range from a cold 6 degrees to a high of 29. Your week will be spent mostly under bright, sunny skies with cloudy conditions expected to roll in from Friday in time for the weekend. And then out in Klerksdorp, today you can expect mainly sunny skies throughout. The temperatures will start at a low of 6 degrees and rise to a warm high of 27. As we head into the coming days, sunny conditions will dominate with daytime highs from tomorrow till Saturday, peaking at 29. Out in Pretoria, next, sunny skies will persist with lingering clouds. As for your temperatures, it will range between a chilly 11 and a high of 29 degrees. Now, sun-filled days are far from over, with sunny skies continuing on through next week. Temperatures will reach 28 degrees tomorrow and 30 by Thursday. And then out in the city of Gold in Jersey, predominantly sunny skies are set for the day in Johannesburg. Temperatures range between a brisk 9 and a high of 26. Now, sunny conditions will define the upcoming days, with tomorrow's daytime high sitting at 25 degrees. That low, though, is starting at 11. Next up is Mbombela, where your Tuesday is set to be a sunny day. Temperatures move from a low of 11 to a set high of 27 degrees. And let's look ahead, where tomorrow will be spent under partly cloudy skies, with Thursday ushering in sunny skies. Temperatures will be maxing at 28 degrees. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, mostly sunny skies will dominate much of your day today. Your temperatures will start from a cold 5 degrees and climb to a maximum of 26. Now, sunny skies with lingering clouds will dominate your forecast tomorrow, with temperatures on the warmer side. It will be peaking at 27. Heading into the coastline now on the side of Richards Bay, sunny skies take over your day today. Your temperatures will sit between a cool 17 and a warmer high of 23. Now, partly cloudy skies will define the upcoming days, with strong winds that are set for Thursday. There will be a 25% chance of rain to accompany that. And then out in Durban, mainly sunny skies take over, accompanied by noticeable southerly winds. Your temperatures, they'll start at a warm 16 and rise to a more comfortable 24 degrees. Now, you will spend your day tomorrow under sun-filled skies with temperatures sitting between a low of 17 and a high of 24. All right, Mtata, on your side of town, partly cloudy conditions will dominate your skies today. Temperatures will start from a chilly 12 before rising to a high of 23. As for tomorrow's temperatures, it will peak at 30 degrees before decreasing significantly to 19 by Thursday. And then out in Uba, skies will remain partly cloudy throughout the day today, temperatures ranging from 6 to 24. Now, partly cloudy conditions will take over your weak skies with tomorrow's temperatures sitting at 31 degrees. On Tuesday, it drops to 22 as your high. That brings us to Kugompo City with a mostly cloudy day that lies ahead for you. Temperatures ranging from a chilly 14 to a high of 21. As we look ahead together, cloudy skies are filled and set to persist with sunny breaks during the days with fairly warm conditions until the weekend. Out in Ebeja, in GQ, partly cloudy skies will feature across the city today. Temperatures starting from a chilly 11 and increasing to just about 19 degrees. Now, tomorrow ushers in cloudy and humid conditions with temperatures moving between a low start of 11 before doubling up to 22. And in the gorgeous George, much of your day will be spent under partly cloudy skies. Your temperatures will drift from a brisk 9 degrees to that set high coming at you at 16. Now, rain is likely today, chanced at 25%. And looking at tomorrow's temperatures, they range between a chilly 9 and a high of 16. Out in Cape Town, Mother City, showers are likely to develop during the afternoon. Temperatures sitting between 11 and 18 as your high. Now, grey skies will define the upcoming days with cool to pleasant temperatures moving in the upper teens. It will peak tomorrow at 18 degrees. Sutherland, you're up next with a partly cloudy day that lies ahead for you with gentle westerly winds. Now, your temperatures will shift between a very cold 7 and a set high of 22. Tomorrow's conditions will remain much the same as today with a daytime high of 21, a degree less than today. And then into Kimberley we go with mostly sunny skies that's set to dominate your forecast today. Temperatures moving from a low of 7 to that high sitting at 28 degrees. Now, your week's temperatures will remain on the hot side with a daytime minimum at 20, or at least maximum at 29 degrees by Thursday. Uppington, on your side, the final stop today, you'll look up to some bright sunny skies. Temperatures ranging between 8 and 31. Now, sun-filled skies will turn partly cloudy from Thursday, while temperatures remain on the hot side, reaching a maximum of 33 degrees by midweek. All right, let's get into that sunrise view of this hour as we wrap up your temperatures across the nation. This one was sent by Kavi from Umhlanga out in KZN. Oh my goodness, I knew we were gearing up for a good time because KZN always looks incredible. And from the side of Umhlanga, you knew, Kavi, exactly what you were doing. And it is received so incredibly well. 23 degrees is what you can expect on your side. So thank you so much for making sure we know what that looks like, Kavi. And we wish you a beautiful day. Now, we've got one more to get into. Here's that number once again on 0630369649. That's how you get in touch with us. We've seen a couple of places around Gauteng, KZN. Let's see where we head to next, as right now we head to Gauteng.
Indeed, my lovely Carissa over here in Joburg. We're having such a good time. Coming to you live from our Samsung DQX studio. Now, my Feel Good family, we have to thank you for always just sweeping through and helping our friend over there in Cape Town, our guy Graham, with his style dilemma. Because this morning he had two options. Option number one was very classic. And then we had option number two, which was very contemporary. So we went over to our social media platforms to see what you guys are picking this beautiful morning. We got Sam Oliver Sam said, option 1 for me, please. Hashtag styled by Woolies, hashtag Expresso Show. Then we had Linda Tolo, who said, good morning, Expresso Show family. Definitely option number 1. Then we had Charmaine Bayer. Will she pick option number 1 or option number 2? She said, good morning. Definitely option number 1. Chic and snazzy for our sporty dad, Graham. Do you know that you're officially our sporty dad? Even me, I didn't know. Lastly, we had Lynn Truter. Graham will look stunning in either, but today we'll go for option number 1. We've got a clean sweep over here. I know Graham did mention that option number 1 was his fave too. It's time for your big reveal over there in Cape Town. Graham, which one did you pick?
I'm loving it this morning. Clearly, you who love me so much at home don't want me to work today. I'm going for smart casual. I'll be the casual. You guys have been the smart making this choice. Absolutely love it. Now that I've got the linen kind of elements of the shirt back on me, that feels like summer. Absolutely love the tonality of it. The green pants, beautiful fit. I think I'm going to get myself this suit actually, and I'm going to be rocking a lot of white linen over the change in season. You can elevate it with a little bit of a cardi as I've done. But I love the fact that this is light, it's breezy, it still packs a little bit of a punch. From a fashion perspective, I kind of feel like I can still walk into some important spaces, but I'm just taking the edge off my day. Absolutely brilliant choice. Thank you so much. I feel lighter already. You guys clearly are on the mark this morning, and these are looks that you can shop for yourself. Go and start exploring the transitional element of fashion right now. Great deals to be had always when we transition into a new season, but you might just start seeing your frame differently. A little bit of color, maybe a new fabric, something new, an investment piece like the right kind of suit you've been waiting for will transform not just your wardrobe, but how you feel about the season. So lean into that feeling. Absolutely love this, guys. You can see how happy I am. Well done. It's almost like my work wife chose it for me this morning.
All right, well, now that Graham is dressed up and looking as good as I am, I think it's time to get the show on the road. Second hour of your Feel Good Breakfast show has rolled around, and we brought some company. Aya joins us as making it top 40 when it comes to the top billing finalists, and we're so excited to get to know him a little bit better when it comes to really putting you to the test. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, you look ready. When you walked in, it was like, okay, I'm feeling this energy. Did you sleep last night at all?
Hardly.
I would figure. Tossing, turning, a little bit anxious. But listen, I feel like you have got this. I can't wait to get into our conversation today. And then, of course, we're getting into the sistercation that happened with Dove and find out a reflection on it of how good it went. The sisters will gather and we will gather. It'll be a good time straight after the break.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I think you can see how excited we have been to delve into the top billing presenter search, because we know what it's about, what it means, not just for the viewership, for those stars that are going to get discovered. It's officially reached a major milestone. The top 40, they have been decided. And with contestants from across South Africa, we take one step closer to landing one of the most coveted roles in lifestyle television. We've all dreamt of having a job on top billing. Come on.
Come on, it was on our vision boards as kids.
100%.
And our next contender, I'm sure, could say the same thing. Aya Dayamani is a dynamic creative with a passion for fashion. I love it. Public speaking and also entertainment, of course.
Gonna help.
By day, he works in client relations within real estate, while outside of his profession, he's also a digital content creator and the founder and creative director of his own media publication. We love entrepreneurship. It is called Briefly Fashion. Let's give him a feel-good welcome, everybody.
Welcome to the space. I think you look pretty comfortable here already.
Exactly.
I think you were always meant to do this. Shay, we've been kind of flying past each other, two ships in the night in the studio, because it's crazy in the live television space.
Yeah.
It's intense. So this is why we are putting you guys outside of your comfort zone. How are you feeling now that this moment has arrived? The top 40 has been announced. You've made it through a massive gateway. How are you feeling about how awesome you are?
I'm feeling extremely good. I think now that I'm seated here, I feel
It's
like
a
I'm
special
exactly
couch,
where I
eh?
belong.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm feeling excited, nervous, but more excited.
Good.
Oh, I
You
love
must be,
that.
yeah.
You have to channel the nerves into something productive. So I mentioned in the intro that you're currently working in real estate, which I can imagine kind of works to your favor here in terms of people and getting to know them and talking to them. And then also you've got the creative platform of Briefly Fashion. So how do you sort of balance those two together, bringing in the creative side, but also the professional side to what you do?
Yes. So I think time management for me is the most important one, because when it comes to the professional side of things, that is what I do during the week. And then when it comes to the creative side of things, I do that on my spare time. So I think being able to balance those together makes it a good balance. And I'm also a person that doesn't box myself into one thing. I like delving into as much as I can if I'm able to, as long as I'm able to manage everything correctly.
And then have a TED Talk, because we need to hear. We need to be mentored up and down the chain at the moment. So I think there is an opportunity for younger people in the industry to speak up the chain of command as well as speak down. There is something very authentic about the way that you roll. It kind of feels like in whatever guise or lane you're in, you're a storyteller. You're either linking us to a beautiful story, or you're telling your own story, or maybe you're speaking to the sector. Where does that come from? Where did the storyteller in you first reveal itself?
Yes, so interesting enough, when I was still in primary school, I was very passionate about reading, and I used to be elected to read in front of the school to represent my grade.
now.
And that is where it all started.
Yeah.
How cool
and
is that?
from primary school and being elected to also do intros and outros for when we have guests and events at school.
You were the school MC, man.
Yeah, 100%.
High school as well, same thing. So that is where the storytelling came from, and that is where the passion started building up.
You know, Carol Shabalala, that's exactly how she started. I actually saw her emceeing at Pretoria Girls High, whatever school she was at. I was like, you need to be on TV.
And look at her go.
It's everything we do every day
It's true.
is telling the story, man.
I love that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about finding your own voice, because through those moments you were maybe given something to relate to a crowd, but then you formed your own business, you pursued your entrepreneurial journey. So how was you finding your own voice cue in that space? How did that journey go for you?
Yes, so if there's one thing about me, I think I always tell myself to, if I believe in something, I should definitely go for it. If I can achieve it, then I should definitely go for it. So I think it's been very important to always remind myself why I started Briefly Fashion,
Yes.
and to see where it has gotten me to. And that is how I look at life in other aspects as well. Because Briefly Fashion, I started Briefly Fashion, because I believed that I could, and this is where I am
And you
now.
did.
Yes, absolutely. And also understanding that Briefly Fashion is not just about me, but it's also about the people. It's about the audience and the engagement as well. So it's also been very important to understand that, okay, it's not just about me, it's about people, and that is what leads me as well.
And
That's
it's
at the
crazy.
heart of top billing.
It really is, and it's intergenerational wealth as well. And
Yeah.
the fact that you can identify that, as much as your prospective employers are watching you right now, ultimately it's a contract we have with the viewer. It's one based on authenticity and showing
right.
up for them. And you seem to have positioned yourself in this beautiful gateway to be able to serve them. And that's what the job is about, my friend. There's a little bit left there for you as well. Don't worry, you'll get your red carpets, you'll have your moments, and you'll also get to walk through the most insanely beautiful houses that you potentially could sell as well. So I think you've ticked all the boxes. Congratulations for making it this far.
Incredible. Quick question before we go. Who was the first person you told when you got the announcement that you're top 40?
My mom was right there when I was watching Top Billing. As soon as I saw my picture on the screen, I started screaming. And she was like, what is going on? And I was like, I made it to the top 40.
It's
and she's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I just made it. Couldn't explain at that time, but I was very excited.
Well, we're excited to see how it all develops, and huge congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, Aia is going absolutely nowhere. We're following their journey every step of the way as, of course, the top billing presenter search does unfold. So keep watching to see whether this dynamic creative could be one of the faces
Sing fingers.
lifestyle television to a whole next level.
Oh man, this is so exciting. I love this beautiful journey that our top 40 is going on, and it's so nice to go along with it. But my friends, I hope that you're having a beautiful morning, Mzansi, no matter where you are in this beautiful country, especially where we're getting cold, but then getting warm again. But my friend, this is the thing. Winter can often leave us wanting to stay indoors. But sometimes the greatest confidence comes from stepping outside our comfort zones. And last week, Dove brought together a group of partners, including 6 members of the Dove Creator Collective, for a special sophistication designed to celebrate connection, confidence, and caring for your skin through the colder months. Now, joining us this morning, it's powerhouse queens, I tell you. It's 2 of the partners who took part in the experience, Lerato Molefe and Tuto Pulo, along with the Dove experiential lead, Laune Molefe. Let's give them a feel-good welcome, everybody. Gorgeous ladies, how are you?
Lovely.
I'm amazing, thank you. You guys look stunning.
Lovely.
You are very lovely. I was going to say, it doesn't feel like it's cold outside. You guys are the sama sana. But ladies, exactly. But ladies, I love this. Anything for me where there's women all together. This is why I love August so much. I feel like there's empowerment. I feel like there's that sisterhood like we're talking about. And Laune, this is why I want to start with you, because a sistercation. We're all sitting here going, okay, we kind of know what it is, but we got to know, where does it come from? What was it exactly? What inspired it? And how do I come along next time?
So the idea was, obviously it's winter. How do we prove skin that doves? How do we put winter and Dove to the test? Like, meet me outside, you know? So we went to the coldest southern Africa winter, which was Lesotho, with our partners and our DCC creators, to make sure that, you know what, let's put Dove to the test, let's challenge winter and show us like our products and their efficacy, that they actually can survive winter and keep your skin protected.
Yes, and I saw all of that content. Eating, ladies, absolutely ate it up, well done. And this is why I want to come to you, Tuto. You know, what made you want to be part of the Dove Creator Collective?
Okay, so for me, funny story. A friend of mine nominated me.
Okay.
And before she nominated me, she sent me a DM. And so she sent me a DM, and I sat with it for a little bit because I wasn't sure if I should take the plunge. And I think also just realizing how Dove is such a big brand. And for me, what stood out was that they were giving a chance to emerging creators and how intentional they were about that. So I was like, okay, let me do it. I think like a day or 2 before the submission deadline, I was like, let me do it. I took a chance on myself. Dove took a chance on me, and here I am.
Here you are, baby. What do you mean? You're in Lesotho even, okay? Thank you very much, which I love for you. But I think friends are so important in that regard. I only became a TV presenter because a friend of mine said, I can see you on TV. So you need friends that challenge you, and you need Dovelies that are able to say, hey, we want to give you a step up. So Laune, talk to us about this. You know, how does the sistercation bring everything that Dove encompasses and Skin That Doves, you know, that specific message to life?
So basically, you know, with our products, we've got pro-ceramide serum in all our products. So basically what this does is that it protects your skin, and it also promotes your skin to protect that skincare barrier. Right? So because we're outside in winter, our skins get dry during the winter season as well. So our serums are also in our body lotion, our shower gel, and also our iconic beauty bar, all right? So with our DCC creators, sisterhood, we're building memories together. From the OGs to the emerging as well. So it was so nice to see them support each other, champion each other as well. So building memories, fun moments, support. It's really just so great to see women come together as well.
Right, that's why I was saying I love August so much. It's because that's when we do it most, right? But we do it throughout the year as women because I feel like we understand the importance of it. But let's come to this. You guys have such a cool name, DCC Creators. Hey, you sound like Totally Spies or something else. So talk to me, my lovely, lovely girl. When you are stepping outside your comfort zone, what does that mean to you as a person and as a creator even?
Jeez, stepping out of my comfort zone for me, it means being brave.
Oh, I like that.
Being brave to accept a challenge, being brave to be comfortable and confident in my creativity and being authentically myself. So going to the Sistercation, I think it provided a platform for me to explore that creativity, for me to be brave enough. I never thought I'd be able to ski. It's not something that I thought I'm going to do this or I'm capable of doing that. But going on the Sistercation, it gave me that opportunity. Dove gave me that opportunity to, you can do this. I was brave enough and I stepped out of my comfort zone. I skied. I did something I didn't think I had the ability to do. I conquered, that, and I created content while I was doing that. So I stepped out of my comfort zone and I was brave and I accepted the challenge creatively and personally. So that's what stepping out of my comfort zone means for me, just being brave.
I love that. And my girls, well done, because it does take a level of bravery to be able to say, I'm going to put myself out there. And then it also takes an incredible brand to say, we're going to invest in you. So well done to you, ladies. You guys are the epitome of Watinta Bafazi, Watinta Magoda. All right, Amandla in August. Thank you so much, ladies. And thank you for being so lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Zansi, do you see this? All this greatness that happens when women come together. And what a beautiful reminder that self-care can be about more than just skincare. It's also about slowing down, connecting, and making memories with the people who matter. Dove's Skin, that Dove's platform, celebrates exactly that. And thank you to the ladies for sharing their Sistercation journey with us and for reminding us all to make a little more time for ourselves and each other. Now, Zansi, you got to make sure you don't go anywhere. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Dove with 1/4 moisturizer, which cares like cream for 24-hour nourished skin.
The skin's looking glowy.
Glowing. Dove, the #1 bar, recommended by dermatologists.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast show.
It's Fight Night with a difference this Friday. Cape Town will see women take over the ring for Ultimate Dirty Boxing Female Edition.
Come on.
Featuring 12 all-women bouts across boxing and dirty boxing. But this event is more than just the action. It's raising awareness and funds in the right against period poverty in South Africa. Among the fighters stepping into the ring are Mishka and Megan Brown, who join us to talk about their preparation, the intensity of dirty boxing, and what it's like to be part of an event putting women in combat sports firmly in the spotlight.
Well done, Kaya. Can we get a round of applause for this kid proving his chops? Stepping into the ring on a national live TV in front of millions of people. Well done, son. It's the kind of BMT that we need as fighters. Can we get another round of applause for Megan and Mishka? It's difficult for me. My heart is beating. I'm sweating here just thinking about what you guys are going to be doing. It's awesome. What prompts you to want to step into the ring, to take fighting one step further than the self-defense space into the combat sports arena? Mishka, how are you feeling about the fight?
I'm feeling good. I think people fight for different reasons and people enjoy fighting for different reasons. I think when you want to do it, you just kind of want to do it. There's nothing that always drives you, but just have fun.
There's fighting the dog, man. There's fighting the dog. You got to let it out.
Sure.
She looks all sweet and nice now. Just wait. Megan?
Yeah, I think I'm feeling a little bit of everything. I'm excited, and it would be strange for me to say if I'm not nervous. But stepping into the ring brings you a whole different sense of self-confidence and kind of makes you realize we're not made of glass.
Exactly, and for a woman, training martial arts, there was always that day, I would call it the before and after day, and it generally involved being hit and realize, hang on a minute, that pain isn't tantamount to losing a fight. There's a shift that seems to happen. What is dirty boxing? That's what made me nervous this morning. How would you describe what dirty boxing is, please?
So dirty boxing, it's when you look at different styles of martial arts, it's hard to find just a nice balance for an MMA fighter to fight a different style person, right?
I like that.
So dirty boxing involves traditional boxing rules with a little extra spice to that. So we use puffy MMA gloves, and we are allowed to clinch up, and we added an extra thing of elbows. So dirty boxing involves all of that, clinching, elbowing.
And you know there's some boxers out there going, what's the difference?
Potentially, but
No, I love that, because it opens up the pool to a whole lot of fighters.
For sure.
I can't imagine we've experienced a lot of dirty boxing between us. What do you want to know from the... Because they both look so nice.
Yes. I think what I want to know is, what does fight preparation look like in these final days before stepping into the ring?
I think for me now, you kind of get into the space where all the hard work is done. This final week, you start getting ready for recovery, putting your legs up, making sure that physically your body is in the right place for Friday, and mentally, trust yourself. All the hard work has been done, and mentally you need to be in that space by Friday.
How different is it stepping into that sort of situation where you obviously got a big audience, you've got people watching you, which raises the expectation, obviously, but it's different to a sparring session. The preparation, the mental build-up to that. How different is that experience of stepping into a ring in the combat sports space? What does that give you as a fighter that you just can't get anywhere else?
I think it's that adrenaline rush. Like, it sounds like a cliche, but that rush that you have, it's addictive. So when you step in there and everything just takes over, your body just naturally does what it's supposed to do. In sparring, you're kind of still thinking of what you would like to do and how you would like to do.
You're also there for your opponent to help them learn, I suppose.
And in sparring, you're trying to train your own tactics, but your opponent comes with their own tactics. So now it becomes just a chess game of, I'm going to do this, then she's going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to try that. And then you just kind of match up the whole time. And that's what makes it different in sparring. In sparring, you have your own things that you imply, and your sparring partners kind of work with you. They're also going to punch you in the face, make no mistake. But that's my take on that.
Have you guys ever sparred against each other? Do you know each other? Not at all.
We actually introduced ourselves to each other, I want to say 2 or 3 months ago.
Was that the last boxing event?
And we introduced each other to ourselves, obviously, and we're like, oh, hi. And then like 2 weeks later, we kind of got matched up, and it was pretty cool.
Are you ready to punch her in the face?
Yeah, I think to answer your question as well, when you're in the ring, you're on your own. Like, there's no one there helping you, whereas sparring, you have your team around you, you have that support, you have obviously you
Your
have
tribe,
people
yeah.
cheering and all of that, but it's a very, very different experience because it's just you and your opponent in that ring with one goal.
Yes. Now, I want to know, this is an all-women fight card with women in and around the ring. I want to know, what is it like having women run the entire show?
I think it's amazing. I think it's really special, especially now women in combat sport is becoming increasingly more popular, and I think that's great for young girls watching to now have exposure to a fight card full of females. Just in South Africa alone, I think it's really, really special to bring this community to one place. Yeah.
I love that.
Oh man, there is a lot of love in this room and community, which I know is going to disappear very quickly when that bell rings. But we appreciate
for a couple of minutes, you know.
Just for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
But it's that gateway that proves to young girls who might be in the most critical phase of their own journey that to hit like a girl is hitting like that. To run like a girl is running like that. To do things as a woman implies strength, not weakness. But unless they see that, they can't see it for themselves. So thank you so much for being brave enough to get punched in the face. But try and avoid that if you can. We absolutely love this. And of course, Jess is humming behind the scenes with her kind of energy. We love the fact that you can get coaching to be more self-defense orientated. But I love the tip of the spear elements of the sport as well. And this Ultimate Dirty Boxing female edition is everything that we need to see in women's martial arts and boxing right now. It happens at their Homecoming Centre Friday in Cape Town, featuring 12 all-women boxing and dirty boxing bouts. Can't wait to see that, while raising awareness and much-needed funds in the fight against period poverty.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, my Feel Good family. It is still your Feel Good breakfast show. It's always better when we are together. Yes. And FYI, this month is special.
It 100% is, my friend, because it is Pharmacy Month and it is back, baby, shining a light on the important role pharmacists and pharmacy teams play in helping South Africans access safe, quality healthcare. Now, this year's campaign reminds us that your pharmacist, they can be so much more than the person who dispenses your medication.
100%. They can also be an accessible and trusted partner when it comes to your health and wellness. well-being. Joining us to unpack this year's Pharmacy Month focus and the role of the South African Pharmacy Council is Registrar Vincent Tlale.
Let's give him a feel-good welcome.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm all right, and yourselves?
Incredible. So we are officially in Pharmacy Month. What exactly is the theme for this year?
The theme for this year is Ask Your Pharmacist. Your pharmacist, your trusted partner in healthcare. I think the main message we want to impart to the public is that if you are unsure about any medicines that you take or your symptoms, please visit your pharmacist, that's a partner that will help you.
Yes. And I think that for me, growing up, I remember whenever I was a little bit sick, my dad's a doctor, right? But we didn't live together because he had Transkei, I want to call it a surgery.
Okay.
But the people that we used to trust was our pharmacist because we knew we could always go there and we knew that you guys always had our backs.
Yeah.
But then let's talk about this. Why is this year's theme particularly focused on the fact that people need to take their health more seriously, but rather more than that, you know, how they can make more informed decisions when it comes to their health?
I think why the theme particularly is very important. As you know, in this country, we have many diseases. We would want, firstly, the public to visit their pharmacy to do screening tests for like your blood sugar, blood cholesterol, blood pressure, to ensure that you are on the right. And for those that are already taking medicines, it's for them to be monitored to make sure that they are indeed controlled when it comes to their chronic medicines profiles. And secondly, for many people, we take medicines without necessarily knowing if you can take this together. When you go to the pharmacy, they will be able to advise. One of the key things I always say to people, if you use laxative, you are a lady on oral contraceptives. The chances of that affecting the oral contraceptives is high. Therefore, go to your pharmacy. The same if you use antibiotics. They do affect the gut. Oral contraceptives are absorbed through the gut. So you might need extra protection. So that's where your pharmacists become very important.
Oh, so surprise babies aren't actually surprises. It's just because when you don't know about your health.
Indeed, that's
Indeed, Kesana.
You're putting all the dots together now, my son. Now, Vincent, we want to know, when it comes to South African Pharmacy Council, how exactly do they help South Africa with making informed decisions and also protecting the public?
Our role as a statutory council, one is we register all the pharmacies in the country and license them. So if you do visit the pharmacy, make sure it is registered and licensed.
How are we able to check? Is this just online?
Online, when you go and visit our website, you can check if indeed this is a legit pharmacy. But when you arrive inside the pharmacy, normally when on the wall there you will find a license issued by the Director General of Health, a recording certificate that I would have signed. If you don't see Tlala or Masango there, you must worry that it might not be a legit certificate. But for us, more important, you see, when you enter the pharmacy, we want to assure you that the premises is licensed and recorded. The people who are in there are indeed trained to do the work that they are supposed to do. And lastly, we do inspect all pharmacy premises in the country. And by the way, we grade the pharmacies when we inspect them as grade A and a B and a C.
Nice. The grade, everyone must be grade A, Sana. They mustn't play with like that. Please, please, please.
Can we go to grade C and feel confident in going there?
When a pharmacy is grade C, it means there's a little bit more nudging that we require on ourselves to get them there. But ideally, we want all pharmacies to be grade A. It doesn't mean the pharmacy is not functional. It's just that we need to move it up a little bit.
I love that. And just to end off, please can you tell us as our registrar, you know, when we know pharmacists are our first line of defense, what would you say is the broader part that you play in terms of us and our healthcare journeys?
I think from our side as South African Pharmacy Council, we would again once more encourage, go to your pharmacies, they are the first point of care, and they would know when to refer you. One of the things that we have done as South African Pharmacy Council, we've allowed that pharmacists can work with medical practitioners without you physically leaving the pharmacy. If you arrive in a pharmacy, they can call the doctor using telemedicine, and the doctor can consult you within that pharmacy, and you get your medicines there.
See, I love that because that's also convenience. We don't have to go location to location.
Yes, and I think that's the message that we have been saying as healthcare practitioner. Anybody who's sick doesn't want to hop from one place to the other.
Yes.
We are looking at group practice as a model of making sure that there's access to healthcare services.
Beautiful. Well, Vincent, we say happy Pharmacy Month to you, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vincent. My feel-good family. Your pharmacy team, like Vincent, can be an important first point of contact when it comes to your health, from answering questions about medicines to helping you know when it's time to seek further care.
100%. And this Pharmacy Month, Kesana, remember that prevention and early intervention can start with a conversation with your pharmacist. It is that simple. Right about now, we're heading over to Cape TZ for Shizi. We want to find out what's cooking, right, Chan Chan?
Yes, what are we cooking in the kitchen?
All right, are you ready?
I hope we're ready.
The internet has spoken, and I've got to say, we are beating the internet at the moment. Some of the recipes that we have tried, or non-recipes, have been a bit of a test. This one, I'm going to give it a success right now. I'm not even going to judge it. I'm going to give it a 6. Why? Because it is chips with chocolate on it.
How can you go wrong? It looks incredible. Stacked chips. We had stacked water, and now we've got to get the chocolate involved.
Get out of
Whoa,
town.
hers looks a bit different.
They went crazy and they actually poured the chocolate into the tin.
Well, we'll do that too.
So we have to do it, guys. Once you see something like this, you can't really move forward with your life without testing it out.
Can
I? Do you mind? Thank you.
Let me not say ruin. We might not ruin it. Okay.
No, but remember, like, a bit of salt goes beautifully with chocolate.
You're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
And even like salted caramel, that option over there. Okay. This chocolate has been going, boiling, melting.
Are you
now, I think so.
Are you sure?
I'm going to test it. Okay. Now we just got to pour it in, surely.
Yeah, just gooi.
Oh.
Mama.
Oh,
mama.
my gosh.
Oh, you're right there.
I'm still good. Wow.
No one must get left behind, right?
Well, you can leave a little bit for us for later.
Okay.
By us, I do mean me, yes.
There is something really Charlie and the Chocolate Factory about just having massive...
Wow.
Okay, then we pop it.
Let's see. Oh, it's warm. Warm.
Can you see what does it look like inside? Show the people. Oh.
It just looks like a whole lot of chocolate.
Oh, this is like the most exciting thing we have made all
Oh my gosh.
year.
Okay, then you take this, you let it cool down.
Because it's got a set, right?
It's got a set, and then you are left with this goodness.
And it's worth it. Maybe have one of them before you have it with the chocolate, just to taste the baseline.
Yeah.
My friend, I put a plate on a plate for you. That's how much I wanted to present
I'm not going to be
these for
greedy.
you.
I'm going to try a single one, but this has got quite a bit of salt on it. I'm going to take some salt off.
I don't think there is a single one left. Oh, okay, I've got a double. A double. Cheers. Ching, ching. Oh, and it's got the beautiful molten salt, which I love. Okay.
It smells incredible.
I don't even know what it is.
Immediately. Give me another one. I was
really
so worried
cool,
with our stacked water. And now you've redeemed yourself, internet. Well done.
Is it sweet or is it savory?
It's both, and that's what makes it so good. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Aia has been doing really well.
He's done brilliantly.
And I feel like he's deserving of a stack chip. Not this one, though, but he can have his own.
He can have the whole stack. Aia, come here, my friend. Well done, buddy. You've been absolutely brilliant today, so you get a chip. A chip on your shoulder, okay? I know.
No, you take it.
You got to take the whole thing and just crunch it, boy. Go. Get in there. Get stuck in. So on our show...
Don't hold back.
We don't do TV bites. But bearing in mind, food is our love language.
I'll give you this. You can say success or hot mess.
And please, the viewers demand honesty, eh? Dun, dun, dun. What do you think?
It's good? Success!
And I
well
promise
done, internet!
It wasn't peer pressure. It's weird. It is very, very weird. So this is another thing that happens in our TV lane that might not happen on Top Billing, where we have to talk with our mouths full of food because we're constantly... What have you enjoyed? Now that you're here, buddy, and you've tasted, you've dipped your toes into the water, how does it feel? What have you enjoyed the most?
I've enjoyed everything. sitting down, meeting everyone. I think at first I was very nervous, but I think when I got to sit down and got to meet everyone, I was much at ease.
And do the interview.
And you did it.
You led the interview.
You just dropped into live TV and rocked an interview, and that's a massive thing. I mean, people train for years to be comfortable in those sorts of spaces.
Absolutely.
Are you believing now, my friend? Do you believe?
Absolutely. I will never stop believing.
Oh, I like this. Okay,
I'm gonna
Lisa,
give him
how
a
are we
whole stack of
celebrating
chips.
today besides our stack chips? Are you going to go out, take yourself a breakfast? Are you hanging with moms? What are we doing?
Breakfast.
Breakfast
Definitely
it is?
breakfast. Impromptu, but we'll do it.
I love this for you because you need to give yourself your flowers along the way.
Don't
Graham,
laugh.
don't break the gift.
I'm just trying to. It looked bad because I took all of the things at
No,
once,
you
and I
must
was
take
like, you
all of
can't all of
them.
them. I've got to separate them. But
it's called stacked for a reason.
it is stacked for a reason. I mean, look at that. Can you? Is this savoury or is it sweet?
Sweet. On the sweet side.
Sweet with a little bit of spiciness.
It reminds
I like
me, you know those sticks that have the chocolate on the end in that reddish box?
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
The sticks that shall not be mentioned.
That shall not be named. It is absolutely great. Please go ahead and try this. If you don't try the stacked water, we'll forgive you. This, however, no. You're going to have to do this at home. QR code is on your screen. Take your phone's camera out, scan it. It'll take you to the recipe of our stacked chocolate chips.
Oh, trust me. So before Q takes us to the ad break, just think of this as the easiest shopping trip you've ever made to the shops. You just buy chocolate and chips. And
Maybe
you're
some
sorted.
molten salt.
My friend, do you want to see us into the next stanza?
Yes, absolutely. We've had something really nice and sweet in the kitchen today. I'm feeling very welcomed on the Expresso Morning Show.
Thank you, boy.
Now we're going to the outbreak, but don't go anywhere.
Okay, I'm going to get one last crunch.
Okay, one last crunch.
Welcome back, my Feel Good family. It is the final hour of the show. Let's get into your 8 a.m. news headlines. First Lady Dr. Tsepo Motsepe has called for greater regional cooperation to expand access to quality early childhood development, saying millions of South African children remain outside early learning programs. Speaking at a luncheon for the SADC First Ladies on the sidelines of the 46th SADC Summit in Durban, Motsepe highlighted investment in young children is vital to breaking cycles of poverty, reducing inequality and building inclusive societies. She said recognizing ECD as a national priority provides a foundation for stronger collaboration, knowledge sharing and action across the region. We're then moving over to the US, where the US Senate's approval of a 2-year extension of the African Growth and Opportunity Act could help South Africa strengthen its trade ties with the United States. Agricultural Business Chamber of South Africa Chief Economist Wandile Sihlobo says the extension would provide some certainty for businesses, but does not guarantee South Africa's continued participation in the program. The extension still requires ratification by President Donald Trump. AGOA provides qualifying sub-Saharan African countries with duty-free access to the US market. We're then heading over to international news, where Lake Kariba is still searching. The death toll from the ferry disaster on Zimbabwe's Lake Kariba has risen to 92, with police continuing search and rescue operations. 4 boats and more than 40 members of the police diving unit have been deployed since August 11th, while authorities work to identify victims. Meanwhile, charity rescue ship Emergency rescued 50 migrants from Somalia and Egypt in a wooden boat in international waters off Libya, where 7 others were found dead. 2 survivors were in critical condition and required urgent medical evacuation. We're then heading over to Iran, who has warned the US that it could escalate tensions in the Middle East if diplomacy with the United States fails amid a shift towards a more offensive military strategy. Iranian officials have set new deadlines for Washington, including a demand that a memorandum of understanding be implemented within weeks, while rejecting an indefinite US blockade of its ports. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump's envoy and son-in-law, Jared Kushner, held talks with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday. The meeting was described as productive, with agreement reached on a path forward for Gaza. And then finally, sometimes even the tiniest travelers need a little help finding their way home. His name is Shalvis Presley, a tiny hermit crab, ended up far from Kiddies Beach at Kugampo City, formerly East London, after the shell he was living in was mistakenly thought to be empty and taken all the way through to Johannesburg. His kind-hearted rescuers contacted the Randburg SPCA, which then helped arrange his return and carefully packed him enough water and oxygen for the journey ahead. Shalvis was flown back to Kugampo City with the help of Airlink, whose team in Johannesburg eagerly awaited the little passenger. By Friday evening, he had safely touched down in King Paulo Airport thanks to the compassionate people, and this little stowaway is now finally safe at home. That is such good news to end off your 8 a.m. news headlines, but of course, we still have your sports headlines back in Cape Town.
Thank you so much, Chanley, for bringing us those news headlines, the final time of the day. And of course, we get an opportunity to round up our sporting headlines as well. Not the best news to open our account for the All Blacks. Their tour of South Africa has suffered yet another setback ahead of the big one, the opening test against the Springboks in Johannesburg. Loose head prop Ollie Norris is the latest casualty, ruled out for approximately 6 weeks, and that after suffering a knee cartilage injury during their preparation matches. So Norris now becomes the 4th player sent home from the tour, joining George Bell, Billy Proctor and the very exciting Caleb Clark. So some massive absentees there as well. Now let's get into some great news on the cricketing front, as former first-class cricketer and Eastern's men's coach Jeffrey Toyana has been appointed head coach of the Titans women's team. So the appointment marks a homecoming for Toyana, who returns to the Titans after previously serving as assistant coach for the men's team back in 2019 up until 2023. I think he is relishing the opportunity, especially knowing where women's cricket is right now. Golden opportunity to make his mark, so congratulations. On the flip side of that sporting television coin, we've got Live Golf in another quandary. They've cancelled their season-ending team championship again, which was originally scheduled to take place in Michigan in the United States just later this month. Now, it's the second event to be cancelled this season, adding to that financial uncertainty around the league, with the Saudi Public Investment Fund now ending its direct funding this year. Feels like a phenomenal platform. Surprising that a sponsor hasn't stepped in to take ownership. Now, that doesn't apply to the next conversation, as the PSL has already given us a lot this season. We haven't even really gotten started. So they have now officially confirmed the dates, venues and kickoff times for the upcoming two-legged MTN 8 semi-finals. So defending champions Orlando Pirates, they begin their tie away to Sekhukhune United. And that's on the 22nd of August, and Sekhukhune looking very strong this year. Then in our other semi-final, Mamelodi Sundowns host Golden Arrows, and that's on the 23rd of this month. And of course, the decisive return leg takes place a week later at the Kingswell-Atini Stadium, so we don't have to wait too long, and at least all of the fans get the opportunity to have their moment for their team. Well, that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's check on how the roads are looking.
Thanks so much, G-Man. Let's head to your roads for the final time this morning. Out in KwaZulu-Natal, in Cliffdale, in fact, an accident has been reported on the N3 southbound after the ramp from the Cliffdale interchange near Shongweni and Hillcrest. Now, currently, the right lane is closed, so if you're headed that way, you are advised to drive carefully and, of course, remain patient and remember to arrive alive. We wish you the best as you tackle the last bits of traffic. For now, let's see how we can prep you when it comes to your weather for today and beyond. Polokwane, you are our first stop this morning, where your Tuesday ushers in some warm, sunny skies. Now, your temperatures will range from a cold 6 degrees and then increase to a nice summer's day high of 29. Your week will be spent mostly under bright, sunny skies, with cloudy conditions expected to roll in from Friday, and that, of course, heads into the weekend. That brings us over to Klerksdorp today. You can expect mainly sunny skies throughout. The temperatures will start from a low of 6 and then increase to that high sitting at 27 degrees. Now, as we head into the coming days, sunny conditions will dominate, with daytime highs from tomorrow till Saturday, all peaking at 29. Pretoria, you're up next with sunny skies that will persist with lingering clouds. Temperatures will range between a chilly 11 and a warm high of 29. Now, sunful days are far from over, with sunny skies continuing on through the week. Temperatures reaching 28 degrees tomorrow, and by Thursday, 30 degrees. Out in Johannesburg, predominantly sunny skies are set for the day. Temperatures will range between a brisk 9 and a high of 26. Now, sunny conditions will define the coming days, with tomorrow's daytime highs sitting at 25. Your lows, though, will continually be 11 degrees. Mbombela, on your side, your Tuesday is set to be a sunny day. Temperatures will move from 11 and then increase to a nice warm 27 as your max. And as we look ahead, tomorrow will be spent under partly cloudy skies. Thursday, though, will usher in some sunny skies, with your temperatures maxing at 28. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, mostly sunny skies will dominate much of your day today. As for your temperatures, a bit of a cold start of 5 degrees, and that will increase to 26. Now, sunny skies with lingering clouds will dominate your forecast tomorrow, with temperatures on the warmer side peaking at 27. And then, coastally speaking, Richards Bay, you're up first, where sunny skies take over your day today. Temperatures sit between a cool 17 and a set high of 23. Now, partly cloudy skies will define the coming days, while strong winds are set for Thursday. That will also be accompanied by a 25% chance of rain. Out in Durban, mainly sunny skies take over, accompanied by noticeable southerly winds. Let's see what your temperatures are giving. It ranges between 16 and 24. Now, you will spend your day tomorrow under sun-filled skies, with temperatures sitting between 17 and a pleasantly warm 24. In Tata, partly cloudy conditions will dominate your skies today. Temperatures start from a chilly 12 before rising to a high of 23. Now, tomorrow's temperatures peak at 30 degrees for the week before decreasing quite dramatically to 19 by Thursday. From Mthatha, we move to Uba, with skies that will remain partly cloudy throughout the day. Temperatures range from a cold 6 to a high of 24. Now, partly cloudy conditions will take over your week's skies with tomorrow's temperatures sitting at 31 degrees. 22 is what it drops to by Thursday. Kagompo City, let's see what's going down on your side. A mostly cloudy day is what you can expect, with temperatures ranging from a chilly 14 to a high of 21. Now, as we look ahead, cloud-filled skies are set to persist, with sunny breaks during the days with fairly warm conditions. And then out in GQ Ebeja, partly cloudy skies will feature across your side today. Temperatures start from a chilly 11 and rises to a high of 19. As for tomorrow, it does usher in cloudy and humid conditions, with temperatures moving between 11 and then doubling to 22. Out in the gorgeous George on this Tuesday, much of your day will be spent under partly cloudy skies. Now, your temperatures will drift from a brisk 9 to a high of 16. Rain is likely today, chanced at 25%. Looking at tomorrow's temperatures, they'll range between 9 and double up to 18 as your high. Sticking in the Western Cape, let's head to the Mother City. Out in Cape Town, showers are likely to develop throughout the afternoon today. Temperatures will sit between 11 and 18 degrees. Now, grey skies will define the coming days with cool to pleasant temperatures, moving in those upper teens, but it will peak tomorrow at 18 degrees. And then out in Sutherland, a partly cloudy day lies ahead with gentle westerly winds. As for your temperatures, it will shift between a cold 7 and a set high of 22. Tomorrow's conditions will remain much the same as today, with daytime highs coming at you at 21 degrees, which is just a little bit cooler than today. And then out in Kimberley, mostly sunny skies are set to dominate your forecast. Your temperatures will move between a chilly low of 7 to a high of 28. Your week's temperatures will remain on the hotter side, with daytime minimums sitting at 29 and maximums at 32. Uppington, our final stop today, you'll look up to bright sunny skies, temperatures ranging between 8 and 31 degrees. Now, sun-filled skies will turn partly cloudy from Thursday, while temperatures remain on the hotter side, reaching a max of 33 degrees both tomorrow and on Friday. That wraps up your temperatures across the country. I hope you have taken some notes so you can prepare for the day and weekend ahead. For now, though, how we prepare for 8 o'clock is by recapping 6 and 7. So let's get into that sunrise view. First and foremost, Montgomery Park out in Johannesburg, represented through the eyes of Dwayne Claassen. Me personally, I like the angle, Dwayne. It was like you were in the ground taking the photo, just heroing the beautiful plants before that gorgeous horizon. We appreciate you, Dwayne Claassen, and we see you, sir. Meanwhile, out in Mhlanga and KZN, Kavi captured this incredible morning scene. And anytime the ocean meets the sun, you know that we definitely have a slice of nirvana on our way. Mhlanga is definitely represented through the eyes of Kavi in a beautiful way. And finally, have we saved the best for last? This hour comes from Ridan Hassan out in Dubai, baby. Listen, if you didn't think Expresso was international, here is proof that we definitely are global, baby. I love to see it, Ridan. Thank you so much for tuning in from the other side of the world, and also for letting us know what we're missing out on. I'm imagining many people are booking flights to Dubai as we're talking, and we wish you all a beautiful and a blessed day ahead. It is only Tuesday. We've got the entire week to get into, so please make sure you have this number saved on your phone, 063-036-9649. Now, that is your direct line to us in studio on our WhatsApp line. For now, though, let's get into the final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. If no one has said it already, congratulations, Zanele, on your gorgeous, gorgeous summer main stage debut. 8 looks later, girl, you have been killing the game, and I know that you'll do exactly that as we approach the final hour.
Oh, thank you, my Cape Town family. I love you guys. And you know why I could do it? Because of Expresso, like every single day, right? But in Mzansi, we always say no matter the weather, as long as we're together, we get to have great vibes. And you're probably wondering, who is this handsome man next to me? Yet another one. Yes. It is none other than Leroy Mark, who is one of our top 40, part of the top billing presenter search. Forgive me. And my Leroy, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. It's a wonderful morning to be in Expresso.
Oh, I love this. Are you ready for everything?
Look, I was a bit scared 2 hours ago, but then I had a little bit of a, movement, and now I'm like, actually, this feels like home.
All Oh, come on. I love it. Well, you know what, Mzansi? You need to stay home right here on S3 because in a little bit, we're going to be getting to know the superstar a little bit better. And then what else is coming up, honey?
We'll also be spotlighting the people who've shaped South African property, the women who've done that in this country.
Come on. We're going to take a short break and we'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, man, listen, Mzansi, it's so good to be with you. Thank you so much for being with us on S3. And this morning, it is all about the top billing presenter search.
Oh, the top billing presenter search continues, and we're getting to know the top 40. I mean, he did a pretty good job. I'm talking about Leroy, and over the coming shows, we're putting these talented contenders through their paces and, of course, seeing what they have to offer.
100%, because, my friend, being a great presenter isn't just about being able to read a script. No, it's about connecting with the people. It's about making an audience feel like they're part of the conversation, which you are, okay? But this morning, we're getting to know Leroy Mark a little bit better as he steps into the Expresso hot seat.
Everybody give him a feel-good welcome.
Leroy, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm like, this is like hope, right? I'm telling Peningu, well, just settle down here.
I love it. Leroy said I'm going to wear a two-piece match.
Yes, you said, you know what I said? I said, I know you're going to look good. I'm going to look good too.
Okay, that's our guy. We love that. And Leroy, we have to ask you because, of course, we know that you as our top 40, each of you so different, but also such professionals when you step in front of the camera. Who are you outside of the camera? When it's no more lights, camera, action. Who is Leroy?
I'm a goofball nerd. Okay, I love cartoons, not anime, cartoons. I love Sophia the First, those kind of things, right? I'm a big fitness junkie, so you're going to actually find me not in a two-piece, but in tights and tackies. That's what I do on a Monday to Friday. And I'm just a guy who really loves, you know, living South Africa. I think we have a wonderful country and so much content to consume. So when I'm not actually doing this, I'm actually doing a podcast, chatting to other South Africans who are doing amazing things. So my life is all about sort of giving content to the world.
Come on.
And apart from you giving us content on a daily basis, a lot of people don't know that you are also an attorney.
Yes, for my sins.
For your sins. When did you realize, look, the courtroom is not actually my end destination. This is what I want. I want the lights, camera, action.
Two things happened. I got hijacked coming back from a friend's party a few years ago.
I didn't see that one.
Curveball. And what it did was it really put into focus what my life was about, like what I wanted to do with my life. And during that whole ordeal, I had one like supervening thought. I said, whatever happens after this, if you give me one more chance, I'm going to make sure that I live my life with the most incredible audacity. So when this came up, my partner said to me, Ute, you remember you said that you're going to do this? And so I did it. I did a one take. I wasn't wearing shoes when I was doing it. I sent it in without seeing it. And here we
Look
are.
at where Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it nice just to do one take and you don't even watch it back? You just send it and you get to the top 40. There you are. Okay, Leroy, we love your work. And I also love the fact that, you know, it was a life-altering thing that happened, right?
Yeah.
But then talk to me about this. How did you know that you were ready? Did you feel ready when you were entering? Did you feel like, okay, this is my shot for real?
The nerves had me so bad, and I'm going to make a big confession now that I even had to mute some of the social media pages, right? Because I was like, it was coming so fast and furious, and every time I'd see another, you know, audition, I'd be like, that should be me. And I thought, oh, I said I'm going to do it, and it got to a point where, you know, when you're chasing your dream, and you're running behind it, and then the dream stops and says, okay, fine. What you going to do about it? That's what happened. And so when I put the tripod on, I put my camera on, and I said, we're doing this once, because if I overthink it, I won't do it. And I turned the camera on, and I was like, right, center through, and I closed my eyes. And I mean, really, it's a testament to what the universe will do when you take a chance. I'm sitting here chatting to you, beautiful woman.
Come on. Oh my goodness. Look, you said that you are a content creator, you do it every single day. So surely, if you were to have a segment, you have all these ideas, what would be your top one?
So Top Billing and S3 have brought inspiration and aspiration to us twofold, right? So every Thursday we sit down, we watch, and our dreams become correspondingly bigger because your mind can't fathom what it doesn't know. And so I would love a segment where we do that, but for the everyday person. You know, the auntie who is giving the boy £2 to go to a taxi to go for an audition. The young lady who's getting helped by a guy across the road with her math homework. Those are the people who are doing what Top Billing and Expresso does every day, inspiring us, making us aspire to be better, and they're the everyday people, and I want to showcase those people because we live in a fantastic country.
We do, with so many differences, but it's the beauty in that difference that I think makes us who we are.
Absolutely.
But talk to us, what would it mean for Leroy to win this entire Top Billing presenter search?
I grew up with a stutter, and so every day when I get in front of the camera, I'm defying everything I was told.
Wow.
And so for me, it is a representation that if you are audacious enough, if you try your absolute best, you work harder than anyone else in the room, something is bound to happen. And so for me, it'll be a testament to myself, but to everyone out there that take a chance, win a prize. And really, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
What is the worst that could happen, right?
The prize in itself is you being here on Expresso on live television. Look at you go. Who was the first person you told that you made top 40?
So it's so funny. It happened while I was at work and I wasn't paying attention, right? Because I was studying, I had an exam the next day, and I found out as I got to work. And the first person was my partner. I was like, oh, do you know the video you forced me to do? That you said I must do? Well, thank you very much. It actually made it happen. So, and then obviously my mom, and I don't even know she knew what was happening because I was crying throughout. She was like, 40. I think she heard 40. Okay. 40. So yeah, it was a very wonderful moment because it was, for me, a huge affirmation that, you know what, out of all the thousands of people who are so incredibly talented, that I got to make it this far and continue this journey.
Oh, honey, and you did it and you're doing it.
Thank
and
you.
We're so proud of all the 40 of you. But it is your time to shine because you're going to be getting into the hot seat to do an interview. So we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited.
Let's do it.
Thank you for joining us, Leroy. Of course, what an absolute masterclass in passion and perseverance. The race for the ultimate presenting gig is heating up. It is anyone's to take. Top 40 are giving it everything they've got.
100%. And you can watch the Top Billing Top 40 Presenter Search on SABC Plus by visiting the official SABC Plus Top Billing Presenter Search page or streaming it via the SABC Plus mobile application. It's so easy. It's so simple. And my friend, I'm so excited just to see how this is all going to play out.
I actually want to go back and watch all of them again because I watch everybody before they come in, but I want to do like a weekend. Just a binge watch. All right, we're heading to Cape Town. What do you guys have for us? Cape Teasy for Sheezy.
Well, as you know, Expresso fam, it is Women's Month here in South Africa, and we're speaking to a company that was built by a woman from the ground up. Now, back in the 1970s, Pam Golding started what's now one of Africa's largest independent real estate groups, working from home as a one-person operation. Now, today her son runs that business. We're talking about Dr. Andrew Golding, CEO of Pam Golding Properties. Doc, welcome back to the show, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I absolutely love the law behind behind Pam Golding, an incredible woman. I'm really curious what you think made her succeed in a time where we didn't see many women at the forefront of something incredible like property.
Yeah, I think in the 70s it was a very different industry. Certainly not nearly as many women involved as there are now. But she had an extraordinary knack. The business was built actually out of necessity because my dad's business got into trouble, and as a consequence, she needed to do something.
Sure.
And she had this extraordinary ability to attract like-minded people based on a certain set of values. And she was a super salesperson. She could sell anything to anyone.
I love that.
And managed to create a niche for herself in the top end of the Cape Town market initially. She was a natural entrepreneur. I think optimism was her only feature, really. She was an eternal optimist and a natural entrepreneur. And as a consequence, the business grew.
Do you have a specific memory, perhaps, growing up, seeing your mum around, of course, your dad as well, but your mum running this business, something that's just stayed with you to this day?
So I think my abiding memory of her is the phone, the landline.
Like an actual phone with the wire.
Yeah. And
the kids don't know about that these days.
Because in those days, the business was conducted almost entirely on a landline.
Wow.
And she was forever on the phone talking to clients, persuading sellers to give her exclusive mandates and talking to buyers, telling them that she'd found the ideal property for them, which was her sort of hallmark.
But I know much of what Pam Golding Properties makes them distinctive today, and you know this very well, is that you trace directly to the values that were instilled by Pam herself. So what were some of these values that you still carry to this day?
So I think the business is still very much founded on the core values that she had as a personality and as a character, and that the business has actually endured through. And those are things like optimism. I think choosing optimism over pessimism, having determination and a steely sort of grit to get things done. Honesty, integrity and professionalism are hallmarks of who we are. And I think empathy and sincerity were definitely hallmarks of who she was and who we aspire to be.
The data, if we go to it nowadays, shows that more women are not just leading agents, but are actually in the space of being buyers too. And we love that ownership for women. So how has the company's strategy really adapted and changed towards this?
Yeah, I think fundamentally we've had to recognize the fact that there are many different kinds of clients, so we need to appeal to all of them. And the female genre are a very, very significant part of who we target as a very specific part of our marketing strategy, given that our business is predominantly populated with women and clients are increasingly importantly making that up as well, as individuals and as couples.
But we know that Pam Golding Properties agent base is predominantly female. You've mentioned it, you've confirmed it. What have you learned from working alongside these incredible women? I'm sure every day is a lesson in life.
Yeah, so I think the most striking thing for me are the stories of women who've been inspired by my mom, inspired by the business, and who have their own stories of incredible empowerment. I'm so often bump into people who say that either my mom was their inspiration or the business has been their inspiration for them to realize their potential and to start a career or to go on a path and a journey of empowerment. And so it's been an amazing story from that perspective.
That is really the impact that you want to make. We all know and have seen the Pam Golding posters everywhere. We're very familiar with the brand, but the legacy that it carries for the women after is what we really need to get into. Your honest view of the industry, where are we going? What is happening? Does it still need to improve for women? Are we in a good place and we need to continue in this direction?
So I think the industry's made enormous strides in that regard, but there's still a long way to go. And so, I think empowerment at all levels is still something to strive for and something that I think we can aim for.
Okay, we've got to get into a lasting message, and you can channel your mom in this moment as well when it comes to marking Women's Month. What would you like to say to the women out there?
So we've just launched a campaign, in fact, called A Woman Knows. And for us, that encapsulates, I think, everything that we're talking about here with Women's Month, is that there is a celebration of a difference between men and women, And this month we choose to celebrate women in all their facets, in their amazing ways.
And we thank you for your work. Dr. Andrew Golding, come on. Incredible stuff you're doing and will continue to do as well. Campaign after campaign, we are backing you. So thank you so much for all of that. And of course, that is just a small glimpse into the absolute legacy that Pam Golding has left behind. This Women's Month, it is a good reminder that the South African property business has in many ways been shaped, in fact, by women from the very beginning.
I am optimistic. I am passionate, very passionate. That's one thing I know for sure. I am Pam.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, South Africa. My name is Leo Mark. I'm one of the top 40 presenters to be your presenter for Top Billing on 2026. My name is Leo Mark, and now we're going to be talking all things ballet. It's one of the most recognizable love stories in ballet. A tale of forbidden love, of magic, of betrayal, and a curse that transforms a princess into a swan. Tchaikovsky's timeless classic returns to the stage with the Cape Ballet Africa's new production of Swan Lake. It's filled with drama, with beauty, and world-class dance. And in studio, we have the one and only Debbie Turner, who joins us now to chat about bringing this iconic ballet to life once again. Debbie, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome. You look absolutely beautiful this morning.
Thank you.
Debbie, for those of us who don't know anything about the story, tell me, what can Jozi audiences look forward to with the Cape Ballet's rendition of Swan Lake?
Well, it's the quintessential fairy tale of young prince who's coming of age, mother requires him to marry, he has to pick a bride, and he goes into the forest with his brand new crossbow and sees this beautiful swan. Falls in love with the swan, and then another female comes along and poses as the swan. And pretends to be the white swan after he's fallen in love with her. You know, it's sort of a hierarchical story. And a lot of deception. So along comes what is known as the black swan in the story. She seduces him. He confesses love for her and then realizes that he's in fact been duped and the white swan is actually the person that he wants to marry. And then the story finishes the way we choose to finish it, which there's two versions of the story, but you'd have to come and see it to see how we end our story.
I love that. Which is why then I think we need to know. I mean, firstly, I just want to say, I never knew that there was so much deception in Swan Lake.
Yes.
Oh, my word.
It's like all soapy.
Right? But let's talk about this in terms of now, you know, playing the role in balancing how Swan Lake has been known over the years and kind of bringing it to a more modern audience. How are you able to do that?
Well, I think by virtue of the fact that the sets and the costumes and the interpretation are traditional but new, I think, you know, designed and staged with the freshness of, you know, a young company. You know, the company is, you know, would considered to be youth in South Africa. You know, they're all sort of under 35. But the brand new sets and costumes give it an incredible freshness and was interpreted by Marcel Meyer and Michael Mitchell, who are the set and costume designer on the production. So that in itself, I think, brings an incredible freshness. And also the storytelling there's been a lot of attention given to the storytelling, because, you know, I think there's a supposition sometimes that everybody just understands the gestures on the stage, and they don't. And so one has to be very, very clear about the story that you're telling.
I mean, you have a huge production. This is 50 people, and you talk about the set and the costumes and just the magnitude of this production. Give us some insight on what it takes to actually put together a production of the scale.
Gosh, I think a big dream. A big dream, and not looking too much left and right, but to keep your focus and your eye on the ball and know that it has to be achieved. You know, that the curtain goes up on this day at this time and it absolutely has to be achieved. So it doesn't come without its stresses, but it's invigorating to be able to lead young people on a path that sort of establishes their dreams, so to speak. You know, ballet is not you know, front and centre in South Africa, but it is a pathway for every young child, you know, to experience art, to experience music, to exercise, socialization, you know, and it's a wonderful community of artistic people.
That's beautiful. And I know that so many of us first knew you as Martha in The Sound of Music.
Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish. I wish.
Well, I mean, let's talk about your career then as a whole, because then I want to know, is this not the case? No. They lied to me. Oh, my word. Who did this? They fibbed to me. Okay, so where did your career start off?
Well, I started as a young dancer in South Africa. I'm born and bred here. Yes. If you're talking about Martha and The Sound of Music, she's actually American. Yes. But when I went to a new junior school in Cape Town, I let it ride that a lot of the young people at the school with me thought that that's who I was.
Oh,
that's quite interesting. For a week or two. But no, it's not. She's a little bit older than me, but
I love it. I love the fact that you just ran with it.
I ran with it. You know, for about a week. I was like, Mom, these people think that, you know. Anyway.
Yes. But after all these years, did you think that this would be where you would land up? Is it more of a dream come true?
Completely. You know, I mean, I was born into quite an artistic family, and it was sort of ballet was in my household, and I've just really never known anything other than dance in my life. I've had the good fortune to study a multiplicity of dance styles. And the education of the different music and Spanish dance and Latin American and contemporary dance and ballet, it all just feeds you. And so it comes out, you know, as I suppose, a broad thinking.
Yeah. You know? And I like what you say about it being, you know, almost a lifelong journey of being a dancer.
Completely.
Because I'm very interested in, so, you know, after having a wonderful career like this and you're still doing such amazing work, I mean, Swan Lake's going to be an absolute hit. What still makes you wake up every morning and go into the studio and go and nurture this young generation of new dancers?
I think it's exactly that. To see the light in the eyes of young people. And the company is sort of 18 to 32, so it's quite a broad age range. But to see their absolute, I mean, that overused word passion, but their true passion for the art form, you know, music starts and you just see their whole bodies change. You know, they put on it. I mean, we all like a good costume, right?
Oh, don't we just?
So you know, it's very inspiring and it feeds the soul. In multiple ways for young people. And then, of course, there's the physicality of it. I mean, they're also high-performance athletes, right?
Yes.
But they're high-performance athletes with an artistic sort of overview.
And where can we get tickets very quickly?
Oh, you can get tickets at Web Tickets.
Lovely.
And our next performance is on Thursday.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Debbie. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Mzansi, we got to make sure we get those tickets.
Absolutely. You know, Swan Lake promises to be an unforgettable evening of world-class ballet.
Yeah.
I want to put on my little slippers too and do my thing. So don't miss your chance to experience this timeless classic at Monte Casinos Theatre and get those last remaining tickets. But for now, it's back to our friends over in Ekapalotumo.
Well done, 2 thumbs up. Absolutely love that, but lest we forget, we need to sometimes slow down.
Yeah,
eh?
please, Graham. Listen, we're always chasing the next thing, the next meeting, the next email, the next thing on our to-do list. But sometimes the best moments are this right here, where we get to take a break and just really relax.
And this is what I'm worried about. I know Kutle has got no time for my nonsense. Okay, so when you're gone, who's going to regulate me, okay, and calm me
I'll
down?
come in every now and then.
No, we might do a little hybrid phone call so we can see Bubba's face. But I think at the heart of Omar Rusk's time to dip is making time for life's simple pleasures. Sometimes you don't need a big solution, you just need a different gateway to go through, as I always say.
Right.
A warm cup of coffee, a delicious Omar Rusk, and a few uninterrupted minutes. Please, is everyone listening?
Do not disturb.
Okay, so because a break is two-way. You got to also recognize when someone is, hey, I'm recognize your break, and I'm going to give you time.
All right, here's a question, though. I'm going to
for
disturb your break. What's one part of your day that you wish you slowed down and enjoyed a little bit more? Morning runs with the kids, surely.
Any moment
Any
with my
moment
kids.
with the kids.
I like, and it comes to be, I'm not even going to eat the rusk to have this pearl of wisdom. No, it often happens when I get up, one of the kids will wake up.
Yeah.
And then I'll get an extra 10, 15 minutes, which can make me effectively late for work because we like run a streamlined tour. But in these moments, I'll find myself wanting to rush. And I'm thinking, but this is a moment you have with your daughter, her first moment of the day. She's smiling and she's connecting to you. Meet her there.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, it's those moments where I rush with my kids, constantly rushing them. Maybe for me, I just wish I could slow to their rhythm a little bit more. But life, we get it.
It's demanding.
You know, we get it. But,
it is so demanding.
Definitely for me. And you?
I love it. Slow down a little bit more. I'm slow right now.
You are slowing down. I think you're in first gear.
I don't think I can slow down anymore right now. But I take my time. I think that if there's one positive about this period of, what did the woman call it yesterday? Mastronance.
Okay.
It's that the transition from being a woman into a mother. It's that I've slowed down and I've found peace in it as well.
Is it not like a superpower?
It feels like it might just be.
Because obviously on a physiological level, what's going on is like literally magic. It's some of the most powerful science in nature that we understand.
And you're so cognizant of it, therefore you're just like, nothing is that deep.
Oh man, you've
Just
taken that little bag of things and you've thrown it out the window. None of those left. None of those left. The bottom line is you can see daily how much we rely on these little moments. And I'm going to savor these moments, actually, while I've still got you here, because she's not going for that long, actually. But I think the bottom line is sometimes you do need to take the edge off and just share a break with your colleagues. Connect with them. Maybe they need a friend. Maybe they just need someone, a sounding board. Maybe they're grappling with something that you just don't know about. Never forget that.
Yeah, I will never forget that. This morning, we also want to encourage you to press pause and savor the moment and make it time to dip. Speaking of.
And these dip slightly differently. Yo, lovely.
The girth.
Okay. No drips. Oh, yum.
Officially unavailable for meeting activities. I'm on a break. Andre! I'm on a break!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Today we're bringing a taste of Italia to the kitchen as Chef Clem Pedro takes us through a delicious tortellini dish with simple touches that elevate it from something everyday to something extra special. Clem, what are you making for us today and why does it smell so delicious?
It's not my cologne, it's mortadella.
Mortadella.
I love mortadella so much, but
Wow.
honestly, little story. For my birthday this year, I got a 5-kilogram can of dolmades, okay?
What are those?
It's like this beautiful, it's rice wrapped in vine leaves. We got those type of friends. Guess what Meg's getting this year for her birthday from
Tell
those
me.
friends? A mortadella loaf. She's obsessed with mortadella, and for good reason. Mortadella is so deliciously rich, and today we're using it in a way different how we normally use it like in a sandwich with like burrata, fiordalata.
Oh, I've seen that even on Instagram.
Focaccia.
Oh, like a beach sandwich.
You know.
Oh
yes,
my
but we're going to do it fried today.
We're frying it.
I actually want the oil that's going to come out of this, and that's going to become the base of what the sauce is. I know. Okay.
Gosh. Okay, but we've got tortellini that's stuffed with tomato and mozzarella as the base of the pasta.
Love a stuffed pasta. So, first thing, into some water, salt.
And don't hold back on the salt. It must be like the ocean.
Exactly. And if you're from Joburg and you don't know what the ocean tastes like, I'm going to say it's salty. Salty. So there we go. So get your beautiful tortellini. And we are busy with the tomato and mozzarella tortellini.
Yummy.
So many flavors.
Yeah. Mind you, this only takes about 4 minutes to cook through.
True.
And how do we know, Clem? Does it go to the top?
Well, you got to keep an eye on it. So originally when you put it in, they'll stay at the top.
Okay.
What you're looking for is you're looking for the skin, the actual pasta wrap on the outside to become less opaque and more white. You can see it's got a bit of like a tanny color now, so you keep an eye on it. But it's not going to take long, 3 minutes like you said.
Yeah.
In the meantime, mortadella.
In the meantime.
I want this beautiful, rich oil.
Can I smell it?
Please do. It smells like, you can say it. It doesn't smell different.
But when you fry it.
It's when the magic comes out.
It's when the magic. And this one is, it's real finely ground Italian pork meat, marbled with succulent fat, as you can see. We forget he's a chef. He's not even looking. Look at him chopping away.
It's always important to keep eye contact with the knife at all times.
Wow. So we don't even need oil in our pan.
No,
because
actually, I'm going to do oil.
You're going to do oil?
Because I want extra fat. You see, the thing about fat, people have like this whole idea that fat's bad.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, fat carries flavor, okay? So we want, and again, we're using the mortadella for the flavor of its fat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add extra olive oil to carry, like to be an extra bit of canvas.
I hear you.
So we're going to keep an eye on this. This is...
And this is the base of the sauce, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. That's almost done.
Wow.
Okay, we're almost there. This goes very quick.
I can tell. There's a lot happening. How can I help?
Smell. The smell. It smells really, really good. All we want is for this to get a little bit of brown on it, and that's it. We wanted to get a little bit of crisp, and you can see already this oil that is coming out of here. It smells like pancetta-ish vibes, a little bit of like...
that's good.
It's good. It's good. Okay, so I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer.
Okay, cool.
We're actually looking good on these tortellinis, eh?
Already?
And as you can see, there we go, a little bit of a mix. You can see some of the pieces have gone like, you can see a bit yellow,
yeah.
a little bit white. So we're gonna give it another minute.
Clem, tell me, why do you love cooking with tortellini?
It's about the convenience and it's about how much you get out of one pack of tortellini.
Right.
It's also the quality that goes inside. And I know how long it takes to make tortellini. Usually, we'll only do it at special occasions and we'll have about 6 people around the table filling and folding.
And folding, yeah.
So this is the ritual that Woolies have done already for us, and all that loving attention and quality has gone into the pasta already.
I love it. Again, we're using the tomato and mozzarella version.
Can I go off script?
You absolutely
Let's
can.
go off script. Okay, I'm keeping the mortadella in the pan. I was going to take it out. No, I'm not going to.
This is your recipe.
It's my... There we go. So
you do what you need to do.
Tortellinis are going straight into the mortadella fat, and the reason for that is I actually want to get that fat flavor on them first.
I see, I see.
And now we got to go fast. So, the thing about pastas is it's not actually about the sauce. The magic is the pasta. The sauce is just like a side... The accent. That's what people don't get. So people usually go like quite overboard with the sauce.
Sauces.
We're not. We're going to go with like a handful of tomatoes.
Yeah, because the pasta is already giving us so much.
So much.
Fresh garlic, mind you.
And I love sliced.
Don't hold back.
I love...
Not with the garlic.
I mean, no one can hear your breath on radio. That's fine.
Oh, on TV, except
for
you
on
and
TV,
Graham.
you guys. You're some...
Don't judge. Don't judge.
Chili. There we go. It's morning. It's fine. parmesan.
Yeah.
And we're doing this real time, eh? I put this
Wow.
pasta in when we started. I like this. Are you okay?
Me or the spoon? The spoon is not.
There's more spoons in the world. Okay, next one. Very important. Pasta water from the tortellini. You think there's chaos. This is how we cook.
No, this is how we
This
cook.
is good.
I love it like this.
Pasta water from cooking the tortellinis.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Because that will create the thickness.
See. Parmesan.
Wow, Salt Bay.
You keep on stirring.
I'm stirring.
More pasta water. What do I need? I think a little bit of pepper, definitely, for sure.
Oh, this looks fantastic.
You don't want to we're not looking for too saucy. Now, heat off.
Fallen soldier.
A fallen soldier, he will be remembered for the hard work. Okay, this guy's not going to fall. I'm going in my mouth. Now, heat is off. With the heat off, butter.
Okay.
With the heat off. You don't want it to split. And then once you add your butter, you avoid the tortellinis on the floor. You add your butter to your pan and you're going to just shake it. You're going to just like swirl around until that butter melts. And that's going to make the most decadent, rich butter sauce. And you've actually done this trick before. Do you remember? You made I asked you to make a beautiful butter sauce, garlic butter sauce once.
Ooh.
Put it in the pan and all I asked you to do was swirl.
And I swirled.
You swirled and it made a beautiful butter sauce. That same thing is happening now.
I love it.
If it's taking too long to melt, you cut the butter up first.
Yes,
Don't
for
chuck
sure.
the whole 500-gram brick into the pan.
More butter, more better.
But that's it. And you make it real time. And again, if you want to have a thinner sauce, get some of the pasta water, pop it in there.
That looks divine. We're going to top it with some
Yes.
lemon and some basil, I assume.
Absolutely.
Ooh, yeah. Some basil. Listen, the QR code is on your screen right now. We're speaking tortellinis, the stuffed ones from Woolworths that we've dressed so beautifully. Clem is dishing us a plate and we can taste it too with the mortadella. Really excited to get into this. So please make your pasta nights even better. You can find this recipe at expressoshow.com. Okay, so we top it with the basil.
Top it with the basil.
You got to do it chef-like.
There we go. And then you know what you do? The parmesan, but you
But
you don't do it on the whole thing, just on the side.
On the side.
Chef life.
And then you taste it. It's probably so hot, to be fair. Ha, ha, ha. Delicious. I can't. It's too hot. We'll see you after the break, and then we'll come back and tell you exactly how it is. You risk your life.
My life for Pakistan. It's so good. It's so good. On my word.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, my feel-good family. It is amper the end of our new show, but you know what? We said we have to end it off with two superstars.
100% from big screen to big stage, baby. The Runaway 2012 rom-com hit Semi-Soet got a musical makeover, and it is gearing up for a massive run at the Teatro at Monte Casino starting September the 4th.
Now, look, with its catchy tunes, Wine Farm, Chaos, and Big Laughs, the cast is back and ready to charm us all over again. Joining us in studio right now, guys, heartthrob himself, Bobby van Jaarsveld, who obviously plays JP, and the multi-talented Marcel Peach from the star-studded ensemble. Hello, you two.
Hi, guys. Hoe gaan het?
Goed met jou,
Baie goed, dankie. Ja, I'm an Afrikaans Macy. In any case, guys, congratulations. This is so exciting. But talk to us, because we know that this is all about this rom-com that we've all loved in terms of the storyline. But what are the modern twists that you're bringing to it in 2026?
Well, it's bigger, it's funnier, it's a bigger cast, a massive stage.
Yeah.
It's such an honor to actually play at the Teatro Monte Casino. So it's going to be massive. We did it last year, it was sold out everywhere. So we had to bring it back, and just fourth time. 4 keer so groot. It's baie groter hoor.
Okay, you said that it's a lot bigger this time because you guys are moving to Teatro Monte Casino. How does this change the energy levels and how you guys perform?
I think it changes the energy level so much because it's a bigger stage, it's a bigger set, it's a bigger audience. And also, like Bobby mentioned, it's a bigger cast. We have real dancers this time, and they just amp up the energy even more.
I love that. And of course, you guys are stepping back into character. Talk to us, Mr. JP Besson. How are you going to, really bring something new to JP this time around?
Well, I'm the jackal.
Yes.
So ek is nie skelm nie, maar nice skelm.
Skabinga.
Yeah. But there's a lot of surprises this time as well, so it's a bit different than the previous year.
Yes.
But yeah, the jackal is... I'm not sure but I think it's someone kind of close to me.
Okay.
My personality, not the skeleton.
I was going to say, Bobby, are you trying to tell us you're a skeleton on national television?
Totsien, yeah.
Masada, coming to your character, we know what Bobby's one is all about. How do you find your unique voice within there's a star-studded cast here?
Well, my character, Shadri, she's not the smartest pencil in the box.
Love that.
So you can really push the boundaries and you can play with her, and she has a lot of funny lines. So I think she's the most fun character to play.
Cute. Can't wait to see that.
I think all the cast members wants to play Shari.
Really?
Dis die lekkerste persoonlikheid op die verhoog.
Wow, your life is just so good. It's so breezy. That's
I
what
know.
It is. Okay.
And just say my lines.
Guys, you've got to tell us when the curtain falls. What do you hope people walk away with?
Laughter, great moments. It's memories of a lifetime. Last year, everything was sold out, and people are actually buying it again to watch the new one again. So people are coming back for more. It's a thing very, I think, close to Afrikaners people's heart. Afrikaanse mense like hierdie baie. So ek dink hulle gaan 'n lekker tyd hê. Dis 'n tyd om net, I think in a time like what we're living in now, stress, it's jobs, it's everything these days. We need something like this, and people walk away with just a fun memory.
Okay, so we need an escape on a Friday night. We're coming. Where can we get tickets? When's the show running until? Where is the show once again?
Opening night is the 4th of September, Teatro Monte Casino, and you can get your tickets at
Semi-Soet Musiek Bly Spel.
Let's quickly get to the performance.
Are you guys ready to perform?
Let's
I'm not performing, she's performing.
Marcel is performing. Okay,
I'm
with
gonna
that
stretch.
track, Baba.
Yes, let's do it.
Al was ek nie so mooi beplan, deur my ouers net dieselfde van. Hoor ek die verrassing was wel groot, maar het was 'n verrassing van 'n ander soort. Hey! Ek kon split voor ek kon kruip, ek kon tuimel voor ek kon loop. Ek was die enigste van my soort, ek was 'n regstrek baba van die moord. kafee toe hop, met my been agter my kop. Kyk hoe soepel is daai pop. Ek was 'n regstrek baba van die moed.
Another feel-good production.
Is die een wat jy intrek vir foto's. Die lewe gaan oor balans, Pilates en Pinotage. Sy was 'n regstrek baba van die moed. Sy was 'n regstrek baba van die moed. Tot die dood, moed tot die dood. Ek was 'n regstrek baba, was 'n nooit opgee baba. En dis my mantra, was 'n regstrek baba, regstrek baba. As ek val, val ek in 'n split baba. Ja, dis my mantra. As ek val, val ek in 'n split baba.
That's how we end the show, baby. Bye-bye.